The views, thoughts, and opinions on this podcast belong only to the hosts and the guests. They don't necessarily reflect any organization or sponsors connected to us. We aim to keep things accurate, but everything you hear is shared for information, conversation, and entertainment. We're going to dive into good laughs, tough talks, and that genuine feel that you came for. So get comfortable, relax into the vibe, and let the moment unfold. This is Keep It Clean. Lock in.
Because if that means if saying it now, did you always say it? And then two, if you saying it now,
is this needed? Is it accessible? Does it change up everything? What's y'all thoughts? There's a game that's second place. Yes, that's second place.
Tell me why I'm watching the game on ESPN. One of the banners in the background is YouTube TV for the game, but we can't even watch it. How does that make sense?
$20. I don't want no $20. I want the game.
Every time you see me, I keep it clean like a coaster.
Yes, sir, man. We don't even need no crazy introductions. As y'all see, we got an all-star panel today. Y'all ain't even seen these types of geographical locations come together at one time. We haven't even seen this many people on the same channel at the same time. From Atlanta to the Lou to Cali to Connecticut to Texas, man. Y'all, man. I'm letting y'all know I'm on my Keldon Johnson today. But this is Keep It Clean Sports, man. We in here. Abe representing Go Blue. East St. Lou, Ev, who is you? Rudy, a.k.a. Rez. We got Rose in the building representing some of the dead birds that we ever seen. And shout out to Smith up in Connecticut. You know what I'm saying? Holding it down, bro. But I'm going to give y'all a warm-up. This is how we getting into it. First, we're going to talk about all y'all listening. Like, comment, and subscribe. We appreciate all the feedback on the episode that I have in my mind. These fellas are learning about it in real time. I'm going to call it Technically 100. Because we're about 3 episodes away from technically having 100 episodes out as a platform. So we appreciate y'all for all the support. And I want to give y'all's flowers, my panel, my brothers right here, just for being here for throughout this time frame. So we're going to call it Technically 100. And we're going to respond to some of the best comments that we've had from all of the social media platforms and whatnot. But like, comment, and subscribe for the YouTube, TikTok, and Twitter at Keep It Clean Show. Instagram at the Keep It Clean Show. But we getting into the warm-ups. Today's is going to be sports dedicated, NFL and NBA. Y'all just sit and listen. So for the fellas, get y'all's mind ready. You know, we're going to have some conversations. We're going to treat this like spades, right? Call your books. I'm going to give you a duo. The duo is based on 2 players, one football, one basketball. They played for a professional team in the same state. When I present the duo, your first answer will be how many duos you think are better than these 2. After y'all all call your books, I write them down, then you got to go name them. It's okay if y'all have some of the same names.
Ooh.
Y'all tracking?
Okay. Is there a limit, real quick? Is there a limit that we have on this?
No, it's can you call your bet? You know how it is at the Space Table? Can you call your bet?
I know.
Okay. I'm just okay. So I did a random. The state was Indiana. Remember, they play for the state. So it could be any state. It don't have to be from the same state. So the state was Indiana when I did random. I'm going to present the duo of Reggie Miller and Peyton Manning. How many duos do you think you can present that will be better than Reggie Miller and Peyton Manning?
From the same state.
Study wrong. From the same state. Doesn't have to be Indiana. It could be any state. They have to play for the same. They have to play on a professional team from the same state. It could be any era. Throw them together. I'm going to give y'all 15 seconds for y'all to think and tell me what your books are.
Wait, so quick question. So like I will pick 2 from Florida, 2 from Georgia, 2 from Texas, 2 from, or it just straight.
Or if you got multiple in the same state, it could be any
state. Okay, cool. Because that was gonna be my question.
Cool.
Any state. I just happened to land on Indiana, so those are the 2 that I picked.
All right, for sure. All right, let me get my phone real quick. Hold on.
No.
I need to write them down.
Yeah, I need to write them down.
How many you think you got? Believe in yourself. What you calling? You know what it is at the table. You don't get all day.
Chat GPT is getting to work right now. You feel me?
Yeah, man.
No. I'm in my notes app, bro.
No. I need you to call your books. You could figure it out after.
All right, I'm a. Give me.
I got at least 7.
Said Reggie, and who?
Reggie and Peyton.
Yeah, because I got at least 7. Because Reggie
I got
not
at least
carrying
5.
nothing.
I got at least 5.
Smith got 5.
Yeah,
okay.
Okay.
I think I got about 5.
Ed said 5. Abe is the person at the table we know playing conservative. Did you say 3? Okay.
I said 3. I'm gonna see how this weighs out on the first one, and then we'll go from there.
Say less, Rudy.
I'm gonna go 2.
2? No confidence.
There's
All
always
these
one
things
person
out
that
here.
goes underneath. You know, come on, guys.
Yeah, and quick question: do they have to they just had to have played in that state? Period.
Yes.
Yes, at any point.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, state, just state. Oh yeah.
It's the duos that you're coming up with have to have played in the same state. Professionally.
Can't play the same. Can't necessarily
Like
play
5 different cases.
Like it can't be baseball and baseball. It need to be 2 separate.
Yes. Football, basketball. Those are the sports. Football, basketball.
Football and basketball. Okay.
Yeah, it's gotta be a
Play
couple.
football. One has to play basketball. I understand why Rudy went low. He admittedly is getting into the NFL.
Yeah.
Abe, I'm surprised with you. I'm actually surprised. All right.
I told you, I'm playing it safe for the first one.
Okay, that's fair. I think I'm missing someone. Smith, you said 5. Rose, you said 7. Rudy said 2. Ev said 3. Abe.
No, I said 5.
No, you said 5.
said
Abe
5.
said 3.
I'm at 3.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Who want to go first?
Not yet. I'm not going.
Not yet. I'm still at 2. I ain't going.
Okay.
I'm still at.
Okay.
I'll do mine. I'll do mine because mine's like.
Okay.
I will go Emmitt Smith and Luka, and I would go Deion Sanders, Tim Duncan.
Deion did play for Dallas. How do y'all feel about that? Y'all in agreement with this?
Like it.
Oh, I like it, and that you just helped me out. You just helped me out. Thank you.
Does Deion outweigh Peyton?
Nah, but Reggie not carrying enough.
In his
Yeah,
possession.
Reggie,
In his position. Yeah.
Okay. And you said the other one was Luka and Emmitt Smith.
Yeah.
Does Luka beat Peyton? Does Luka beat Reggie right now?
Peyton is clear. What? All
Does
time?
Luka beat Reggie right now? Just because Peyton and Emmett, I can understand that. Does Luka outweigh Reggie right now?
Boy, we about to have a whole nother.
I don't know if it's common. I'm asking the question. I'm asking the panel, the brothers.
I'm good. I'm good. Y'all ready? And
I'm okay with that.
This is me shooting from the hip.
Take.
It's me shooting from the hip. I'm gonna go.
Okay.
So you
What
said
got, Ed?
Indiana, and who was your people? It was Reggie and Peyton.
And Peyton Manning.
So I'm gonna start. Illinois, Michael Jordan.
Okay.
Walter Payton.
Tough. That's very tough.
I'm gonna go California for the next 3.
No. You let him get one. I'm jumping in too. You're not gonna take all the good.
Oh, I thought he said name on 5. I thought he said go name on 5.
No. I'm just gonna jump in because mine was California, and you're not gonna stomp on mine. So the one that I had on is Kobe and Jerry Rice.
Oh, okay. See, I have a different mixture of those 2 people.
No, that's cool. Because I only had one for California, and I wasn't about to go through it.
That's perfectly fine. So I'm gonna go. That's fine. Mine. So guess what? Mine was Steph and Jerry Rice.
Okay.
And then my next one was Kobe and Aaron Donald.
Okay.
Then my next one was Shaq and Deion Sanders.
Okay. So you had me because I had Shaq and Aaron Donald as my other one.
And then my last one is Tom Brady and Larry Bird.
Yeah,
Tom and Larry is probably one of the best combos you could ask for.
That I listed, probably the best one.
White boy, man.
That's a tough list. A tough list.
And you said Deion and who?
Deion and Shaq.
You talking about Deion from the 49ers.
California.
Okay. Is Aaron Donald
The GOAT, nigga. Stop. Don't play with me.
You got one of
His
mine.
career?
For sure.
In his position.
Mine might be
His
questionable.
position.
I don't know.
In his position.
I know, but we're weighing careers. Is
they just had to go get somebody to replace the big hole that Aaron Darnold left. So I mean,
does it outweigh Peyton, or is Kobe doing the legwork? Is Kobe doing the legwork for that?
I don't know about leg work because again, he's the he is the GOAT of his position. I mean, Reggie ain't the GOAT. Reggie ain't the GOAT of his position.
That's why I said it's. That's why I said it's Kobe doing the legwork in that duo. That's what I made it.
But that's not. But that's not leg work though. Because Peyton not even a GOAT in his position. It's a toss up.
It might be a toss up. But it is very. If we were to rank players of all time, I think Peyton might.
That's fine. But when you making that conversation, you saying people doing the leg work. Peyton is doing all the leg work for fucking Reggie. All the leg work.
I am asking a question. My job is 6-man, sir. I'm just asking the floor.
You threw them 2 out. That's all. I got
okay. Ev met his 5. Abe, you already threw 1 out.
I had a second one as well. I had Darnold and Shaq.
Aaron Darnold and Shaq. Okay.
I thought about 2 dominant forces that probably can't be touched in their categories.
Okay. And what's your third?
So third was a little tricky because I was trying to find like a non-argumentative like 2 that I could bring into the mix. But I did have Isaiah Thomas and Megatron.
Tough.
Bad boy Isaiah. Oh, Yeah, that's a nasty. That's a nasty one right there.
That's a crazy combo because obviously Megatron as a wide receiver, like that's pretty much without conversation. Isaiah was bad, man. So
that was a good step.
It took the greatest player of all time to have beef with him so he couldn't be on the Olympic team. But like everything else was just like undisputed. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Was Megatron's football career better than Reggie's basketball career?
Definitely.
Okay.
I don't know if I can say definitely, but
without hesitation.
I prefer
without hesitation.
Reggie had a couple runs.
Calvin was triple team, double team.
Reggie not even in the same tier
basis and still came up with it.
Rose, that kind of sounds disrespectful, but I'm gonna let you live because I know you stalling for time because you said 7.
Indiana shit before. I told you.
Nah, you're not slick. You stalling for time. I know what you're doing. You said 7. It's okay.
I got my people. I got my people. All right, here we go, man. We got LeBron and Jim Brown.
Tough.
Okay.
We got Tom Brady, Bill Russell. We got Aaron Donald and Kobe.
Yes, sir.
We got David Robinson and T.O. We got Dan Marino and Shaq. We got Matt Ryan and Dominique. And then we got Eli and Clyde.
He said David Robinson and T.O.
So
he was a cowboy.
He was a cowboy.
And then Shaq
That's a decent pull. That's a decent pull.
I forgot about
that was good. I like that.
Rose. Hey, that was cold. I forgot about that entirely.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Reggie not doing enough carrying for a lot of these, bro. I'm not.
And that's what I'm saying. Reggie was bad.
I tried to make it fair. No, I tried to make it fair. I didn't want to come out with something just insane because I did a random.
Yeah.
And when I did the randomizer, it landed on Indiana. So it was like, all right, I just got to work with what's there. You feel me? So I got to work with what's there. Yeah. I'm missing 2. You said LeBron, Jim, Tom, and Bill, David Robinson, T.O.
David T.O., Dan Marino, and Shaq.
Okay.
That's Florida. You got Eli and Clyde Frazier. That's New York. That's Eli winner, bro. I'm not gonna lie. It's
kind of nasty though.
It's nasty, but Eli winner, bro.
I thought about him as well.
I'm sorry, bro.
Them 2 chips.
Okay. And then you said,
and then LeBron and Jim Brown.
LeBron and Jim. No, you said that first. I'm missing 1. LeBron, Jim Brown, Tom Brady, Bill Russell.
The other one you probably missed was Matt Ryan and Dominique Wilkins.
No, I got that written down. We're gonna come back to that. But then Matt, Don Marino, Eli Eli and Clyde, Don Marino and Shaq, LeBron, Jim Brown, Tom, Bill Russell, David Robinson, T.O., Matt Ryan, Dominique Wilkins. So I'm missing whatever the other one.
No, that's
from there.
That's all. Aaron Donald and Kobe. That's what it.
He did start off with that one. I do have a question on the Matt Ryan.
Thank you. Okay.
one.
Thank you.
He's not tipping Peyton. So
He's not
even
tipping
gonna do
Peyton.
that.
But Dominique
But
is
Dominique is tipping
shipping
Reggie.
Shipping Reggie.
Hold on. Let me ask you this question.
No,
Wait.
about that one.
I don't know.
Hey, this is personal. It's personal. Hey, was Dominique on the top 75 or no?
Nah,
Yeah,
I think it was.
Yeah,
He's on it for sure.
Definitely top 50.
Was
Definitely
Dominique Wilkins and Matt Ryan? Okay, somebody in here has
That's
a
what I'm looking
championship.
at. I'm with you, David. I'm looking at the combo. I'm looking at
And
the
it ain't
combo.
Reggie.
Yeah.
Peyton and Reggie
Peyton.
with Dominique.
Peyton carries a lot, though.
Carries this trade right
Peyton,
here.
Peyton is carrying
Himself.
everything.
Yeah.
Peyton got 2.
Peyton carrying it, but my nigga
Reggie
Reggie's
is.
doing nothing.
Yeah.
Dom and Matt
Reggie
have
just
no
there.
rings.
Dominique a top 75 player all time. Matt
But that
Ryan
means-
at
but they
least went to a
equivalent.
Super Bowl. Reggie
I
has
mean,
Reggie
that's
Miller.
not a wash though.
Reggie's in that.
Reggie Miller
Reggie's
top
I
in
see
that-
where you're
Reggie
coming. I
Miller.
see what you're coming from.
And
Reggie Miller
hold
not on the top
we
75?
we shouldn't know Reggie, but Reggie did make it to the finals. He was arguably the top 2 best 3-point shooter of all time. Like
At the
He's
time.
like top 5 now, though. He's 5 now, though.
he might be
Yeah, that
set,
shit over with.
Yeah.
That shit over
I'm
with.
talking about in their career how they were revered, not looking at them in 2026. I'm talking about like at the end of his career. I'm just like, I don't know.
I could give you.
That's a hot take.
I could see that. I could see the argument for both sides. I could say that. I could see the argument for both sides.
That's the only one that's kind of
Because Reggie and Dominique,
I
Dominique
like
both
this
on the
one.
top 75.
They are.
But like I like this one because it's at least a conversation. I think most of the ones that we've named, it's just been like, yeah, no argument here. This one is probably the only one I think is like you could probably go either way. I'm leaning more Peyton and Reggie, but like that's just a take.
I would say to this, Eli and Clyde, you slid by. Matt and Dom was like
Them winners, bro. Them is winners.
If Eli and Clyde glide just like skim by, then Matt and Dom is what I'm saying. Because Matt and Dom might have been your worst
It's
one
no way.
out of the 6.
Clyde was really him. Clyde was really him in his day. That was the
fact.
guy.
That's a fact.
That's
Clyde got a lot of records. He got a lot of
Nigga
records.
ain't never pulled up on me and said, "Yo, you seen that Reggie Miller highlight?" Nigga never said that to me. Ever.
No, the sad part is the only time Rose would be wrong is literally the highlight where Tayshaun Prince chased him down. That's the only Reggie highlight I've ever heard anybody mention. That's
when he cuffed it off the glass.
And he on the wrong side of it.
We don't gotta lie. Him doing the choking motion to Spike was for sure a highlight. We don't gotta lie on his name. We don't gotta lie on his name like that, bro.
But you ain't never heard a nigga say, "Yo, cut on them Reggie highlights so I can see what it was like back then." Fuck no. He ain't never said
definitely
that.
not. Hell no.
Okay.
Hell no.
And really quick, my bad, Rudy. I didn't write yours down. You said Luka, Emmett, and who was your other?
It was Luka, Emmett, and Tim Duncan and Deion Sanders.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Smith, it's on you. You said
all right. So
you said 5.
For most of this, so I changed it up because y'all got different eras. I thought we were supposed to do the same era. So I got for the first one, I got Jordan and I put Sammy Sosa.
Nah, no baseball. Is basketball football? Because that's what we're talking about today.
Just basketball football.
Yeah, basketball football.
Okay. So I got.
That's what also made it easy because there's not many other people in Illinois.
Yeah, so I got Dirk. So I got 3 for you. I got Dirk and Dion. I got KG and Randy. And then I got Tom Brady and Paul Pierce.
KG and Randy is crazy.
Works.
KG and Randy is crazy.
Paul Pierce is bothering.
Yeah.
Nah, don't let it bother you because it's Reggie Miller.
It's Reggie Miller. Yeah, it's Reggie
Miller.
It's Reggie.
Ooh.
It's Reggie.
Nah, we can't do that. We can't
it's
do
the
that.
wheelchair.
You said Paul Pierce and who?
Thomas Brady.
Yeah, he's doing all the work though.
Yeah. KG and Randy is
Paul
tough.
got a chip.
Paul do got a chip.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I missed it. I was just going. What was the two he just named?
He said Dirk, Dion.
Okay.
KG, Randy Moss.
Okay.
Paul Pierce,
Your
Tom
favorite.
Brady.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
There's
You can't
wrong
do
with
it,
bro. Paul Pierce is overrated. It's
Bro,
overrated.
what?
Yeah,
Paul had to come get some help before he could even.
Hey,
come on,
in
bro.
this conversation,
bro,
in this combo,
no,
how
Smitty.
much?
What do you mean?
No,
No,
Celtics love stuff. No,
bro. Tom Brady is Tom Brady above Peyton or not?
No,
Yes.
I'm not. The beef is not Tom.
So-
the only person we should be locked in on is Paul.
It's a duo.
It's Paul Pierce.
It's a duo.
Reggie
I already
Miller,
smacked
though.
your 1A. So let's go to 1B. Paul
But
Pierce
it's
smacked
1B
Reggie.
for Peyton.
No.
But Reggie ain't even damn
Not
near.
Paul Pierce.
Reggie ain't even damn near almost won an MVP. That shit
Paul Pierce
fried,
top
bro.
50.
Paul Pierce is over
What
that
are we
nigga.
talking about?
And that's what I'm
Paul
saying.
Pierce
Like,
top
y'all
50.
going,
is
y'all
over
going to
Reggie
bat for
Miller, bro.
Reggie Miller?
Come on, bro. Come
Yeah,
on,
that's-
bro. You're not doing
The
that.
fact that we turned this
No, we're
into
not.
a Reggie.
We definitely not doing this. Nope.
The pod.
No.
We got to stop.
Y'all defending
fact that
Reggie.
we turned
Miller.
this into
Yeah, move on, man.
What?
no, we turned.
You talking about
This
Paul
was not
Pierce?
supposed to be.
I'll take it back. I'll take Paul Pierce back. Tom Brady
Don't let
and
them
Jaylen
bully you
Brown.
off your square.
Let's go.
Wait,
Tom Brady and Jaylen Brown. Tom Brady and Jaylen Brown.
Ew.
Yeah.
Ew.
Jaylen Brown is over Reggie for sure.
Go
Thank
back to
you
Paul
very
Pierce.
much. Thank you very
Man,
You got to
what?
fight us MVP.
I hate talking to this green and white dude, man. I swear.
Nah, you see. Nah, I gave you the reverb, the updated version.
What happened to the game?
Oh
I'm
my
like,
god. Oh my god.
Oh, you.
I'm rolling with Smith.
The game I love is hilarious.
the analytical ball on front niggas' mouth.
Oh, oh my goodness, man! This wasn't even supposed to be Reggie Miller slander like this. We just, but I'm with y'all. All right,
Yeah.
we not too many of us have solos outside of me. It appears so. Let me just go ahead and clarify. I got two teams in the finals, right? Y'all not used to this because all y'all's teams have already lost in each respective sport. You know what I'm saying? But I got two teams in the finals. Vegas Knights is about to put hands and feet on the Carolina, whatever they are over there. You know, we win in the Stanley Cup. We bet. We've been in the Western Conference Finals more times than majority of teams' entire history combined. That's 7 teams, only 2 Western Conference Finals appearances. The Vegas Knights have been here since 2017. We done been here 9 times. I don't know who else is doing that. Man. You know, they say it's ruthless tactics. Well, if it wins, it wins. So we get a second Stanley Cup. Just go ahead and label them as one of the most hated teams in all of sports. We're going to start having that conversation. Go ahead. It's okay. And the Spurs are there. That's it. That's all I got. But I want to give a highlight and bozo player of the week. Jeremy Sohan wins a championship ring no matter what. I just want to toss that out there. Jeremy Sohan gets a championship ring no matter what. He's the new Anderson Varejao. Shout out to you, big dog.
Hey, you got to remember, though, it was his point guard play that led to what y'all got.
That is a fact.
That's a fact.
So
and that's why he's
the ring.
And that's why he gets a highlight along with the bozo piece. Bro, if it wasn't for him, De'Aaron Fox isn't sought after in the way that he was. You are absolutely correct. But key 3 cut 5, babe. What's it looking like?
Yeah. So I was gonna ask you fellas because I have 2 lists. So we're gonna, since we're on the tip of the NBA, just want to talk about point guards. So we can do active, or we can do from the 2000s till now.
Up to you.
Let's do 2000s till now. That's a little better.
Yeah.
Up to you.
Okay, because it gives you a broader range. Yeah. I got you. Okay.
You can see how bad we are.
So, yeah. I mean, last time it was pretty rough because y'all was just waiting around for KD's name and it just didn't happen. So hopefully we can do a little better this time.
Who is y'all? I need Rose to believe in me this time.
I got you, bro.
I got you. Okay, so keep 3, cut 5. Obviously, you guys know how this goes. Just run down the list. You let me know who you keeping, who you cutting. Okay. So we're gonna start off the list. Kyrie Irving.
And you gonna name 5 guys in total?
No, he's gonna name 8.
No, I'm gonna name.
We
8.
have to keep.
You got to keep 3 and cut 5.
But we have to decide as the player's name is said.
I'm not keeping Kyrie either.
I say cut. That's 2 for cut. I say cut.
Love him too.
I say cut.
Oh.
All right. Okay. So we're cutting Kyrie.
Rose trying not to take blame.
Damn.
You gotta cut him. If you cut Kyrie, you gotta cut him.
We can't keep that.
Kyrie got a ring. Dame don't.
We already cut Kyrie.
It's not looking good. It's not looking good.
You're right. Okay. So Dame cut. Okay.
Okay. Cool. So then third, Tony Parker.
Keep.
Gotta keep.
I'm gonna keep.
We gotta keep him. We gotta keep him
for sure.
We gotta keep him.
Rose. At this point, I'm going to
Rose. You gotta be the deciding factor, dog.
He got fouled.
We should have just kept Kyrie.
Man, cut that nigga. You tripping?
What? Yo,
man,
wow.
That's the last one. All right.
Wait. So Rose said cut. Rudy, what did you say?
I said keep. You gotta keep Tony.
And you said.
Yeah, I said keep too.
We keeping him there. We keeping him.
I gotta keep Tony.
Majority?
Yeah.
Tony was
Ray, you with him? You keeping? You cutting?
I'm on the side of keeping Tony, man. He got a few finals.
This shit don't count, bro. He a Spurs fan. That shit don't even count. That shit don't count.
Okay. Next up, Russell Westbrook.
Look what you niggas did, man.
Damn.
Look what you niggas did.
Well, no.
He has more accolades than Dame and
Kyrie.
Kyrie.
That means
Mr. Triple Double.
We gotta keep the rest.
This is Mr. Triple Double.
Yeah, if we cut one
This ain't
more,
no
You
scrub.
gotta keep. You gotta keep.
Yeah,
bro.
we low key gotta keep him.
You gotta keep him.
Okay.
This
All
is
right.
crazy.
We talking about career rest though, not
This
the
gonna
last.
be
Yeah,
20
career
years.
rest. Career rest. Got it.
VP triple double. I'm a keep. I'm with it.
Okay. So next up, Jason Kidd.
That's tough.
Nah, not J Kidd.
Well, shit. I mean, if we can't. That shit.
You got to keep one out of the next 4, and I just named J Kidd.
Right.
You gotta cut. You gotta cut him.
Cut him.
Yeah, there's 4 more left. I can't.
Yeah,
say
you gotta cut him.
We already took Tony. That's crazy.
Is he not
That's
the all-time
crazy.
steals leader?
Nigga, you kept
That
Tony.
ain't
You
enough.
have to cut Jason.
Yeah, we have to.
No, I'm
cut.
sorry.
We have to.
He's second in steals and assists, if I remember correctly. All time.
No. Fuck all that. You kept Tony. You
Yeah.
have to cut Jason. That's the
If we
only
keep
player.
him, we gotta cut everybody that's coming.
That's the only player.
If we keep him, we gotta cut everybody that's
It
coming.
has
Right.
to
You
get
know
better
what?
than
By the
this. It has
odds,
to get
you're right. You're right. I'm cool with that. Okay, we cut Jason. I'm cool with that.
Okay. So
Who's the
next
4th?
up, Steve Nash.
Absolutely
Hey,
cut.
Thank you.
Absolutely cut. Because I'm taking Tony. I'm taking Tony over Steve. Nigga. I've been having that debate for a minute. I'm having that debate for a minute with my homies. I'm taking Tony over Steve all the time.
Tony over
Steve,
Steve
man.
is crazy.
Cut that nigga. Cut that nigga.
Yeah, he cut.
Cut that Canadian.
Sorry, bro. Keep popping my back.
Okay. All right. So,
Keep banging.
okay. So Ev is very strong on this one. We
Fuck
cut.
Steve Nash.
Tony gonna be the one nigga who does not belong. It's gonna be that nigga.
Okay. I'm sorry. Okay. Next up, we got 2. Got to keep 1. Chris Paul.
Damn. He should have kept Steve.
No,
keep
over
Chris, bro.
Chris. You're
Over
gotta
Chris
keep
is
Chris?
crazy. Over Chris is
We gotta
crazy.
keep Chris.
We gotta
What?
keep Chris.
We
Are we talking about the
I don't
points?
know.
personality.
I don't know who this last person could be.
Chris, arguably the worst.
But I
guard
might
we
take
named.
my eyes and
Not
keep it
gonna
Chris.
lie.
That's
I might keep my
cap
eyes
as
and keep it
fuck.
Chris.
That's crazy.
Oh, wait.
That's cap as hell. He said
Personality
Chris might be the
aside.
worst nigga.
That's
Might be
said
the
that?
worst one we named. Might be the worst one we named.
That's
That's
crazy.
Sorry.
what.
He the
Look,
worst.
it-
What?
The point guard.
Wait, hold on. Whoa.
He's the
He the worst out of all the niggas.
Hey,
Man.
you know what? Hey,
How?
can I
Debatable
keep it?
is
Let me
Tony.
keep it clean.
The only
I
one
was
debatable is
wrong.
Tony.
I was wrong because I was thinking of Jason Kidd. Chris Paul is actually second all time with assists
Chris.
and steals.
Yeah.
Chris Paul is second all
All
time
time.
in assists and steals. That's not including his capabilities on the court. I don't know who y'all
He's
think
the worst
is
one
left.
on this
I'd rather
list.
have J Kid.
Yeah,
That was
you're a
Oh,
sick
no,
man.
you a hater. You a hater.
That's crazy.
You wild.
Bro,
You're a
listen,
sick man.
Bro, he brought the Nets to a ring with Vince Carter, Kenyon Martin, and then he doubled it back with.
Nigga, they lost.
They lost.
I know, but he
They
got
lost
there.
twice.
He got there. Who Chris Paul brought to the finals? No
Bro,
one.
Phoenix.
every time he
Phoenix.
every time he
No
get there, he
one.
tears shit up.
He brought
He
Phoenix.
went with Phoenix.
he took Phoenix. To
He
the
did.
finals.
He did.
You can
Okay, so-
argue he's the reason
did.
that San Antonio is where they are and Oklahoma's where they are. You can literally argue that.
You could argue if he would have just
as
minded
a
his
player.
business, he could
Just
get a
as a
ring
player.
this year. That's crazy too. But,
Wow. Wow.
So are we keeping or cut?
Nigga said yes to Tony Parker and no to Chris. Is nuts.
Yeah, I would
That
keep
is
Chris.
insane.
I'll take my chance to keep Chris.
That's insane.
That's dark.
I know.
All
I
right,
know.
so
who that is.
vote.
I'm
I
with
think
you.
I'm the
keeping
only
Chris
one.
for sure.
I gotta keep him. Bro.
I can keep him.
So Rose is keeping. Ev, you keep
I
him?
keep him. I keep him.
You got to.
Smith?
Nah, I'm cutting him.
Rudy? Rudy said he's keeping?
Keep it though.
Majority
Sorry.
wins. All right, bet.
Who this last person?
Steph Curry.
We already knew who the
I
last
knew
one
it.
was.
Yeah, I was saying,
Yeah, we already knew who the last one was.
So it's gonna be the
Well,
Tony.
I ain't
last
know how
person,
he was
yeah.
gonna do it because last time we didn't get KD.
Yeah, and that's why I say I
That's
just
the
take
whole
my chance
point.
to get Chris.
That's
why I
the
just
whole
take my
point.
chance.
This ain't supposed to be predictable.
Tony got
Yeah, I'll just take my chances with keeping Chris. And so
Yeah.
Who does not
Sometimes you got
belong?
to, just because
Who does
you
not
never know,
belong?
Because I threw, look. Last time I threw him Sean Marion, the Rose is ready to jump through the screen on me. So like you
Sean
know
Marion.
how I get it. Just
Rose. Tony got 4.
Tony
You
took
can
it.
hate all you
Four.
want. Tony got 4.
He got to start as MVP too, right?
that's when
And
niggas,
And he was the center of a dynasty. He was right there with him.
that's when niggas
If
start
y'all
popping out. It's
want-
a team game shit.
Look, if y'all want, just for redemption, I got the active players point guard list. We could just run through them real quick if you want to get a little
That's
redemption.
too fast because it ain't no really.
Okay, cool. De'Aaron Fox.
Bye.
Cut.
Good.
Guillotine.
Well, I'll let
Guillotine.
Okay. All
You
right,
gotta
easy.
say it.
Trae
Heads
Young.
will roll.
Cut.
Well, I'll let you Trey.
Him to the abyss, bro.
Cut.
Did he
Okay.
even play?
Tyrese Halliburton.
Keep.
I'm keeping Tyrese, bro.
Keep.
Respectfully.
Wait.
Be
We
real, brother.
only
I'm
keeping
gonna cut.
3, right?
I'm gonna cut him.
Wait,
too.
we only keeping 3? I thought we keeping.
We only keeping 3. Bye, Tyrese.
my fault.
The same thing we just
I thought
did.
it was-
Yeah.
Okay.
Tyrese gone too.
Sorry. I
I
apologize.
was about to say. I was like, you a sick man, bro.
Heard nothing
Okay.
good
My
yet.
fault.
Okay,
So
so
we ain't heard
number
nothing
4,
good.
Shea.
Keep.
Keep.
1,000%.
Okay. Easy. Okay. Jalen Brunson.
Keep.
Wait.
Oh,
We
gotta got one
on
more.
number 5. We on number 5
Yeah, you only got one more.
Oh,
I'm cutting.
of current point
I
guards.
thought that was 6. I thought that
Nah,
was
we
6.
cutting son.
It's
We
point
cutting,
guard,
son.
so
I'm cutting.
So you got
We cutting son. We cutting.
yeah.
Sorry,
we come
respect.
Brunson.
Yeah, shout out to you,
All right.
Jalen.
We won't
Alright,
be doing that after a month, though. It's all cool, though.
All right.
Let's keep.
I'm
let's
just-
keep-
No, we still cutting.
in
It's
today's
early.
current point guard game.
No,
If you ain't
Smith, we're not
certified-
doing that.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm cool with that. We cut Jalen. That's where I'm at. I say cut.
John Morant.
Hell no. Hell no.
How y'all feeling about that Brunson pick right now?
Very
Shit,
good.
we can keep the shoes, man. Keep that nigga though.
His shoes is tough. Every time I see him in person, I'm like, damn, they kind of.
They the most worn this year. They the most
Yeah,
worn
they
this season.
hard.
Is Ja
They
Morant.
They hard.
But cut him.
Okay.
Yeah. Stay in Memphis.
Cutting obvious, very obvious. So I've only got 2 left. We've only kept 1, right?
Yeah, so we gotta keep
We gotta keep somebody. Yeah.
Don't troll.
So y'all did better. Y'all did better. Here's your redemption. Okay, you've got Luka and Steph.
I live with that.
That's
way easier.
That's great
because it's not me.
See, redemption. Y'all good?
Because oddly enough, with the point guards of now, it was a lot easier.
It could have got nasty. I usually have a backup one just in case, the first round, and I give a little redemption. I'm a nice guy.
Look at it. He really saying, I keep some bullshit in the tug just to fuck. I do.
Even without whoever you pick, at best on average for point guard, De'Aaron Fox is peak on average. So it get dark pretty quick for the point guards.
Like if you would have swapped one of them for Cade, it would have got a little more tricky.
Or is James Harden a point guard or not? That's
But that's the good thing about this is it's only 8.
Yeah,
we can always revisit
that's
this
an auto
later.
cut.
Send him to turkey leg hut.
Different. You never know.
Auto trim.
Did you say send them to turkey leg hut? You slick. I heard you, Ed. You know they closed that joint down.
I know they did. They shut them bitches down. I know.
That's crazy.
They closed that joint down, bro. All right, man. Well, let's pivot over to the NFL real quick. We had two not major. One was major. The other one was predictable. We had two trades that went on. We can get the one out of the way where AJ Brown, he's going to the Patriots as a married man. How do y'all feel?
How do we know about this 4 months ago?
Facts.
Like the tampering stuff, they don't really care in the NFL, to be honest, because in the NBA, this would have been blocked for some reason. But in the NFL, we can know about this 4 months ago, and now he's just like all of a sudden a Patriot.
Well, I will also say, too, they be saying, like, it's those designations, I guess, because of the contract. It's kind of like the trade deadline, December 15th, January 15th rule type thing. That's why it's that we knew about it. It's like, hey, we know it's going to happen. We just have to wait until June 1st when this money or whatever for the contract is going to hit.
Gotcha.
To be really fair also, too, like, bro really loves Vrabel. He said Vrabel saved his life. So I kind of knew, like, way before at some point he would have
been. Miss me with that shit.
Just saying.
I'm gonna tell you, you knew 4 months before the same way that you knew that Buddy was smashing Shorty on the pier. It's the same shit. It's the same shit. Niggas can't hide nothing. They can't hide.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Scoops all around.
That's crazy. Scoops all around is crazy.
Nasty organization, bro.
As soon as Stephon Diggs got cut, I think we saw the writing on the wall.
That too.
Oh yeah.
Sure. Well, you knew that. You knew that during the draft when they used their first round pick to draft a receiver. Like that's
facts.
That's it.
Does this make a major impact for the Patriots?
No,
I mean it definitely helps.
I think it just helps with replacing Diggs, like because Diggs was a big factor for them last season. It just you replace
1,000+ yards.
Like you replace them with a better younger player, but I don't think it gives you much more impact than what you already had with Stephon. Because let that nigga read a book on the sideline if you want to.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah.
I think what people not looking at as far as that trade go is they're not playing the same schedule. They had that cupcake ass schedule with the easiest shit last year. You have a way tougher schedule this year. So you'll see how it go. Give it to about week 7, and then we'll revisit this and see how he acted.
Are they going to be Super Bowl contenders with the addition of AJ Brown, the development of Drake May? Are they at least conference finalists?
I think so.
They're definitely going to have a regression. No, I don't think.
I think so. You got to factor in also. I think they're going to unlock Trevion Henderson. I think AJ Brown is really, I think, also going to unlock Drake May. Drake May played with no wide receivers last year. Stephon Diggs, he's not the wide receiver he was. Like, he used to be 50-50 jump ball. He wasn't that. He was a possession receiver now. So now you give him someone who Drake May could sit back and not be the most accurate in the league like he was last year. Throw that bitch up. I'm there for you. And AJ Brown wants to be there. He didn't want to be with Philly anymore. He wants to respect his QB's arm. He wasn't able to do that for the last 3 years, even though he won a chip. So I think he's gonna be juiced up, and I think he'll be all right.
I hate niggas because you get a good thing and then niggas start thinking the grass greener on the other side. They finna call you all type of monkeys and coons on the sideline.
If he do his job, I think he'll be good.
Wait until you don't perform and remember that you wanted to be traded. Remember it. Just remember you wanted to be traded. It's a different show they running in New England, bro. It's a whole different show.
You raise a good question. Is the Boston fan base worse than the Philly fan base?
Yes.
Nigga, they racist.
Sure. Yeah.
I mean, Philly is everything. They're racist too, depending on how you throw it at them. Boston is just notoriously racist, but Philly is an all-around terrible crowd. Boston is bad. Boston is bad. Okay, so you saying AJ Brown has more to deal with? He just came from Philly. Philly's a tough crowd.
The thing with me is Stephon Diggs. I just saw lock in with all the bullshit he got off the field, and he's not gonna be like AJ Brown's gonna be better than him. So like, I don't see what he has to really.
What's crazy is Stephon might be back.
Yeah, that's true.
They might bring Stephon back.
I can see that. I can see that.
Yeah, Diggs on one side of the field and Brown on the other. That's a nasty matchup.
That's tough.
Yeah.
I heard Stephon was going to Atlanta though, so
we don't need nothing like that. We don't need nothing like that.
Man.
They use
you can't
green and white in
Atlanta. Boston. You really can't control yourself.
They use green and white in Atlanta. That what you just said was meth. That's two different things, bro. That's not the same thing, bro. We already in the headlines because James Pierce is coming back and he kind of finagled his way through some of the charges. They kept that under wrap for a little bit because don't act like I'm not over here looking like we about to decimate our entire defensive line based on some of the allegations he had. You can't bring Stephon Diggs to Atlanta fresh off of a breakup with Cardi B and think this is going to go smoothly. That's not a good look.
People deserve a second chance, Ray. Okay,
and that's what New England might give him because they need the women that they all share in New England.
Let them come to Atlanta, and have Magic City turn for one night. Let's see what it does. Okay.
Yeah. Concussed Tua is already trained to get away from things like this.
But this is the thing. When you don't have quarterback that can consistently get you the ball how you want it, you're going to have problems. So if you're talking about bringing Stephon here with Penix and Tua, you're going to have a problem no matter how you slice it.
Rose, some clips
it's going to be an issue.
Showing with them back-to-back throwing routes and how the ball just finds yourself in the grass somewhere. It is absolutely disgusting work. I don't know what I give y'all stuff all the time for Atlanta. That's just me trying to poke. But like watching them two throw the ball, bro, I'd be feeling bad. I'd be like, you know what? Let me do that because that's crazy.
Because I don't
think I've ever seen a team with two lefties either.
But they even though they lefties, they both look like they never threw a football before. Left, right. Both hands, they look like they've never thrown a football, bro. It's
Michael Penix don't even take the ball under center
because he can't. He
drafted Penix at what 9?
Yes, you used your first round pick on somebody you knew that had degenerative knees, bro. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, they wasted a great core too. Crazy work.
Green and white in Atlanta is utilized heavily by that organization, by their staff, by the whole team is using something. However, it's not meth. We don't need Stephon. We don't need Stephon down there. I can go ahead and move on to the next one. LA has swindled the Browns, but the Browns, nobody is worried about this. Myles Garrett has landed on your team. Ev.
Goddamn right. Correspondent. Yeah, damn right. Myles Garrett is in LA. Pray for the NFC crazy. West. Pray for the NFL. Look here. The Super Bowl is in SoFi next year. Last time we won a Super Bowl, we was in SoFi. Abe, I'm coming to see you.
Greedy. Just greedy, dog.
It's crazy.
And check me out, right? I've been telling people this too as a joke, but like it makes sense. If you look at the track record since we won the Super Bowl, we missed the playoffs. Then we went to the wild card, lost. Next year, went to the divisional round, lost. What did we do last year? Went to the conference and lost. I made the joke to everybody. We will go to Super Bowl and we may fuck around and lose. Because we've done it look at the 5-year track record. And you get back to SoFi, you're probably going back to Super Bowl. And I ain't gonna lie to you, they probably rigging this shit for them niggas to go back to the Super Bowl.
You don't say.
And I'm here for it.
The first one,
hey, look here. I am you said from St. Louis, all that. I had to endure the St. Louis run for the majority of my life after the greatest show on turf. So I'm happy.
You
about
say that? No. You don't get to just say that and slap. Most people's football teams don't win. Period.
Yeah,
you have a win. So you talking about? Oh man, we had some losing seasons. Negro, you got a ring. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, when I was 6. I was 6. So
I live in Texas. There's Cowboys fans everywhere. They've never seen a win ever.
But y'all
Smith's
won.
Right there.
I live in
Smith's
Atlanta.
Right there. Thank you. Atlanta's right there. What do you mean? Some people never.
I'm a Detroit Lions fan.
What are we talking about? He talking about, oh man, I had to lose a little bit after we won. Shut up.
Bro, we had one of the worst losing stretches in history. So yeah.
The Lions went 0-16.
Literally.
0-16.
Okay, that's one season.
We never had a
season like
we have to bring up like stats,
Right. Like, why y'all hurt A feelings with
you know what I mean?
Like we talk about us and you heard A feelings. That's just unfair.
You're one of the worst, doesn't even rank top 100 worst seasons you could think of in the NFL history.
I'm talking about stretches. I'm talking about like we had a 10-year run of being bad. Like, hey man, it happens.
You had Todd Gurley. You had Marshall Faulk. You had like that. I'm not doing this with you. You had the best defensive player of all time in your tenure. We can't do this. We can't set up these lines. You almost got away with it.
Now I got the second one.
What happened?
Well, he top. He's something.
That's all I can say.
No, I'm just saying he got the best defensive player in this generation too. After Donald.
Okay.
Can y'all beat Seattle?
Yeah, man. Look here. Yeah. We should have beat them last year, man. The fuck?
Woulda, coulda.
We should have. We didn't, but we should have. It is what it is. We lost.
I will say, upon further review, the Browns didn't necessarily get fleeced.
They didn't.
No.
I actually like this trade for them. Like Jared Verse.
On further review, Jared Verse is an All-Pro. He only been in the league for 2 years. You know what I'm saying? He is trending upward. He's 5 years younger. You get a first-round pick and another pick. That's gonna help in your rebuild. We don't know how much longer Myles Garrett got. He's 30. He might got 3 years left. So let's just say that they don't win anything. It might look all right.
I appreciate y'all getting love. I'm gonna say this. Yeah, I'm gonna say this. Jared Verse's ticket was written whenever he started putting out he couldn't keep it with Aaron Donald's workouts. You should never let that go public. That once that weakness got shown, and you first of all, no one can keep up with Aaron Donald's workouts. I appreciate that you try, but you shouldn't have put that public. As soon as that video came out, like dog, you know what I'm saying? You can't do that. I with you though, Rose. It is a good trade. You get someone that's young, you can build around, and Cleveland's clearly in a rebuild phase on offense and defense to where you're starting to collect the pieces. I'm not mad at it. With the re-signing of Matthew Stafford, LA's clearly in a win now situation. So you also go get somebody that is clearly in their tenure and has the resume that Myles Garrett does. Fresh off of breaking the NFL stat record, you bring him over there. It's a conference to where he could still feast. Like one team is trying to rebuild, one team's trying to win now. They just happen to line the cards up at the right time. I'm not mad at it either. I agree with you, Rose.
I mean, they've had a great offseason too, because remember they got Trent McDuffie as well. So what you create is Myles Garrett rushing the passer. You got to pick your poison, and that just I mean they have a great defense. It's going to be top 3 in PFF or whatever it's going to be this year. It's probably going to be in the tops consistently for the whole year. I mean, everything is going to end up. Is Puka going to be a dope fiend this year? Because that's gonna.
No. We good on that. We got my boy right.
He low-key be balling when he off the dope.
We good on it.
He be balling when he off the dope.
What? Saturday he was getting arrested. Sunday he was dropping 250. 250.
And we don't know if he was really on something. All I know is he be outside tripping.
He be
wild.
He be wild.
But yeah, the only
on a serious note though. Oh, go ahead, Smith.
Yeah, I was just gonna say the only thing that tripped me out about the trade was that first, not even best pass rusher. Like Byron Young, way better than him. So I was that's the only thing that tripped me out because every time the playoffs come, bro never shows up.
So
he never shows up. I get he's young, but
that was the thing I was gonna say is that stats don't tell the whole story. But like me as a Rams fan, like watching Jared Verse, he doesn't show. He's a very hell. If I put it this way, Myles Garrett was first in pressure rate, if I'm not mistaken, with 88 pressures. Jared Verse was second with 84. Jared Verse is a very high rate pressure, but like I said in the chat, making a joke, he doesn't get home. The other players get home. He has the Aaron Donald effect. He to a degree, but he wasn't Aaron Donald where he's the one completing. He's getting the pressure, but everybody else finishes. And that was a problem for me, where it's like, nigga, you a no-show. But to me, I think, and we joking about Verse, but that's why to me Cleveland wins this trades, because second-year players that are this good don't get traded. And that's something that's getting lost in this whole mix. You don't get a two-time, he's a second-year player. You don't get a two-time Pro Bowler, and he's an All-Pro in his second year. You don't get these players that are available in the market. So that's where there is the upside of, we can trade you Myles Garrett because what we think he can be is just as good potentially. So that's why I say, for Cleveland, as a rebuilding team, man, hey, I appreciate Jared Verse. Like, thank you. I fucked with Jared Verse, very tough. But you a hometown kid from Ohio, go play over there in that.
Now let me ask you, but what is Cleveland rebuilding? Like
everything. They rebuilding the rebuild of the rebuild.
No, I mean,
that's not even.
I'm just trying to understand that too.
They've been rebuilding since 2010, bro.
Well, you gonna let Deshaun Watson come in and play quarterback this year because you paying him? Mm-hmm. What are we rebuilding? Like
you
just
still
a hamster wheel. Why would you not trade Myles Garrett a year ago?
Yes.
Why not just?
Well, you got to think though. He has a no trade clause. He has, which is not in the NFL.
Because remember,
he wanted to get traded last year, though. Ev, he wanted to get traded last year. He
did that for the deal. He did that for the deal. He did that for the contract.
Because he wanted to get
Think
traded.
any nigga want to play in Cleveland?
If I'm the best player and I've been the best player, I can tell you trade me, and then you tell me I'm gonna give you the biggest bag ever, and I'm gonna shut up.
And that's what he did.
Man, LeBron James from there, he said he don't want to go back.
He ain't get traded.
Give him about 2 months.
I'm just saying, nobody want to play there.
He played his contracts out there and left.
Which leads me to a question that I want to ask y'all. How happy are you, business aside, when you get told you get to leave Cleveland and go to LA?
Oh, what?
Oh, what?
Everything's lit.
Yeah,
everything's lit.
It's up.
Everything's lit, but them taxes. But yeah, it's a better situation.
The taxes about to whoop your ass.
Okay, hey, we'll get a sponsor to cover that for the year. We good.
They going the Kawhi route. I see.
We gotta make a way.
On the Kawhi route.
On the flip side, if I found that I had to go from LA to Cleveland, you might have to come find me, bro. I'm not trying to come outside, dog. Because what I'm either gonna be super depressed or the best player you've ever seen because there's nothing else to do in Cleveland. You'll just see me nonstop at whatever the workout facility is. I might hurt myself from being in the gym too long. Get mama mentality and just be in pain up in Cleveland, bro. Like, nah, man. Okay, man. So LA is the front runners for the ring. I know Ev is gonna say that.
Oh yeah,
gotta be.
I mean, with Super Bowl odds, they already were since after the Super Bowl. They were like they were already the Super Bowl favorites over the Seahawks already. So with this addition, still. I'm just answering your question.
That supported the Seahawks throughout the season. Do you agree with these terms that Mr. Ev and Brother Smitty are presenting?
I mean, adding somebody like your boy Garrett, like that's kind of rough to say that they weren't already on the cusp of being the same team that they were. You got to hope that Matt Stafford comes back and is healthy, because if you have to rely on Ty Simpson, good luck. But if we're looking at the Seahawks and they're able to bring everybody back, I mean, I don't see how they don't have a chance to run it back.
Rose, you in agreement?
I think they would be clear-cut favorites had they not drafted Ty Simpson and just used that pick on whatever else you could have used it for. Like, you could have picked a kicker and you would have been better off. Like, bro, they're in win now mode. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm Matt Stafford, number one, I'm not showing up to OTAs. I'm not showing up to nothing because y'all just did some dumb shit. We're trying to win championships, and you drafted Ty Simpson does not lead us anywhere closer to that thing. But, you know, to each their own. They looking towards the future. You don't know how much longer he's going to be there. And I wouldn't use my first-round pick on Ty Simpson under any circumstance.
And that's the thing, because, like me, I'm conflicted as a Rams fan with it, too. But I think people don't understand that, like, we're doing what Golden State in basketball failed to do. We have two timelines intersecting at the same time. We have it where you're in win now mode. Yeah, your 38-year-old quarterback just won MVP when you're supposed to be winding him down. But you still need to look toward the future. Guess what? Because he's so good, you're not going to be able to get a good quarterback in the draft. You're not. Like, think about it. We last year, us as Rams,
you don't draft a quarterback.
But no. That's the thing. You can't draft the quarterback next year when he may retire, so you're asked out anyway. So why don't you have a quarterback in the building?
You got to do the same thing you did, though.
You worried about Matt retiring next year?
I know.
If you're a franchise, if this nigga gets his back hurt the wrong way, he has to shut down.
You're LA though. You can go get somebody.
Not necessarily. When you got to give up the cap, when you have to give up the draft picks. Because I'm gonna be real. I was thinking we was gonna go out. I was thinking we was gonna go after Joe Burrow. That's what I was thinking. But you can't go after Joe Burrow if you got Matt Stafford still with an MVP right now. So that's what I'm saying. You have to look at the cross.
So you plotting. You're doing a long game. You plotting right
now. That's
what
they were doing. But you have to. That's what they were doing. But you have to be realistic. You can't get Joe Burrow at all right now because your MVP quarterback is still capable. And think about it. A quarterback that good, what happens to them? They don't stop playing until they fall off the cliff at 40. Well, that nigga got 2.5 years for that.
Bro, I'm sorry. You just have to play out the timeline.
A quarterback. Like this, just the Jordan. It's just a Jordan Love timeline.
I know, and I hear you. I hear you. But like the fact of what we're talking about though is that I understand that you're saying you might need to go get a quarterback sooner rather than later in the draft, and I hear you. You could have traded this pick for next year and just been like, hey, we'll just be in the first round next year or something like that and swapped with somebody. Instead of writing it on Ty Simpson, because right now you picked him so high that is your next option. You don't have another, well, let's just go get some. Your next option is Ty Simpson. So unless this goes off without a hitch, you're going to be in trouble.
Who's going to be our next option if we drafted anybody else? Do you know who our backup is?
We could have went to next year. I'm
saying. Hold on. Whoa. Hold on.
Hey, Ty Simpson. We undervalue.
Hold on. Hey, Rose, I'm not going to
value. Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real. I think so. Because you got to think. Okay. If Matt Stafford gets hurt,
this be the problem with niggas.
I'm just saying, if Matt Stafford gets hurt, you want someone who's gonna fully buy into the system. You don't want to get someone 30, 35 off the street. This dude was just in college going.
Mac Jones didn't come in and rate the ship for teams whenever they had somebody find out. You can go get a great backup right now.
Maybe like Ty Simpson.
Secondary market without having to spend your top 10 first-round pick on somebody or top 20 first-round pick on somebody.
That's what I'm saying. That's the whole thing, man.
All I'm
Because when he turned out to be JJ McCarthy, you're gonna be sick. That's the
you don't want Ty Simpson to be the one to have to write the ship. You want a vet.
And if he turned out to be Jordan Love in a couple years, even if he's not needed, this is going to be
which one? The one throwing the ball up in the air, waiting for somebody to come grab it?
I'm just saying, if you have Jordan Love, if you could draft Jordan Love top 15, you got him.
Smith. I'm
just saying, he's learning from Matt Stafford, and he was a good prospect at Alabama. He wasn't terrible.
You said we undervalue Ty Simpson. Terrible. Matt Stafford finna spin his face the first day he see him.
But we're not about to sit here and act like Todd Simpson.
I'm just being devil's advocate.
No other team was about to take him in the first round. So it's not as if Los Angeles did something that like everybody else
say
was
that,
like,
but we never really know that.
I can't wait to get him.
We say that, but we never really know that.
Move. He'd have been on 4th or 5th round pick.
We say that, but we really never know that.
He went on nobody's board, bro.
All right.
That's like using your top 10 pick to draft, I don't know, Michael Penix.
But you see, but the difference is we don't have to throw Michael Penix out there. And we got a Sean McVay.
No, you got Ty
You don't know that. You don't
Michael
know
Penix
that.
had good knees.
You don't know that.
You are in one of the toughest defensive conferences. Stafford is a blitz away from saying, "Come help me get off this field." You don't.
And
know.
again, we do say that, and he didn't get hurt at all last year either. We do say that. We do say he.
Why would you even put that in the air? Why would you even put that in the air?
It's real bad.
We say that, but he didn't get hurt. Like we say.
I'm gonna tell you why it's bad though. I'm gonna tell you because they drafted him in the first round, and the first shit that I seen on the screen, what these niggas was saying, oh, the Rams never had nobody that can run. Nigga, you could have picked anybody for that. You could have picked anybody. Y'all in trouble though. I'm gonna tell you that. Y'all in trouble. Matt, get up out of there.
I'm gonna just put it this way. I'm gonna say this here. It's a reason why y'all teams are y'all teams.
Here we go.
I'm just saying.
I just want to be clear.
Ev, we can see Bull from a mile away. It ain't gotta be the prettiest one, but we can see it. Okay, so
hate watch his own.
The only one. Yeah, Ed, the only one on this panel that has a recent ring for their respective teams. I can't even be mad at him. He's the only one on this panel that got a recent ring.
I'm just saying, in the 5% chance he turns into Jaden Daniels, I'm just saying we shouldn't be so hell-bent he's so bummed. I'm just saying, in the 10%, 5 to 10%.
Hey, mind y'all, Smith saying.
I'm just saying, in the off chance.
I don't know what Todd Smith is going to turn into. I pray under Sean McVay, learning from Matt Stafford for 2 years, he can do well. Hey, but we in win now mode, so I ain't worried about Todd Simpson. Go Matt Stafford.
It's like a nigga saying Kobe's 81. Hey, this out the mud.
Man, with that being said, bro, that's a clean transition over into the NBA, bro. Clean transition over into the NBA, man. I know y'all don't want to talk about it, so let me just send these shells right quick. James Harden.
Oh,
let me just go on mute.
It's about that time for that conversation, sir. It's not going to be right now because you doing enough of your own shooting in the foot. You told us you felt like you did a good job defensively too at that. So I didn't have you to be a liar, but I'll update that to the rant that I have for you later on. Analytically, y'all are losers. Analytically, despite what your coach said, y'all are losers. That's where we'll leave it at. The Knicks mollywopped them. We can get into this Western Conference Finals, though, man. What is y'all's feedback? What did y'all see? How did you feel about it? Rose is a hater. I'll start there, and then I'll come back around later on. But what did y'all feel about these Western Conference Finals?
It was everything we paid for. It was a 7-game series. It's everything we paid for. We all kind of collectively said it in a different way. This is the finals that we actually care about. And watching the two Western teams try to cut each other's head off while getting to the promised land was perfect. I think the NBA played a good part into the storytelling of making sure that Wemby saw Shai with the trophy on game 1 and, feeling that fire. Dylan Harper and them boys. I mean, we literally sat here and talked about it last week or a week before when I said people like Case and Wallace are pivotal to the OKC team. I mean, you saw them step up in so many different ways. Both teams deep, super deep. Jalen Williams doesn't play for a few games. AJ Mitchell doesn't play. What happens if both of those guys are healthy? We'll never know. Shoulda, coulda, woulda doesn't exist. Congratulations to Ray and the Spurs. There's your confetti. That's all you're getting from me. But as far as the two teams, that was probably exactly what we wanted as far as a Western Conference Finals.
In the middle, didn't really like much of what was happening in the middle. You know, outside of the first and seventh game, yeah, this team went by 20. This team went by 20. You know what I mean? I hated that. I think in the summer they gotta look at better ways on how to disguise that. I think is just annoying. But yeah, I mean, listen, Shai, I be talking dirty on your name, but when you just trying to hoop, bro, you nasty, dog. When you not falling on the floor, you real deal tough, bro. Like, that's what I'm trying to see. You know what I mean? He over here commanding the double comes, one dribble, pull up, one dribble, snatch back, pull up, fading on two. Like, that's more what I want to see. Stop playing for the foul and more so play to still get the foul and maybe get the bucket with it. So I love that. And like I said, they were burnt out. They had a lot of injuries. But he did his job. Chet, it's a lot of things to say about him, so I'll just pass that to the next person.
I feel like Chet has already got his lumps from everybody.
Yeah, I'm good off that.
It's Wemby and Chet.
Bad
Wemby has made it his
oxtails.
Like life mission to just make sure Chet is on some type of poster by the end of the day. So it is what it is.
Yeah, and I want to say 76ers, you're idiots. Jared McCain, you're a bad man. You're a bad man. You tried to keep them in that game. SGA, along with what Smith said, that was a fine Game 7 performance. You put it out there. You hooped. Like, I enjoy watching.
Hey, Keldon, have fun with that trophy this year, because your boy, he coming off the bench next year. If he's doing exactly what he did in his playoffs, that's his trophy next year.
McCain starting next year. Let's not do this.
Jalen's getting traded. Either him or Kaysen.
Jalen's getting traded.
Yeah,
Jalen's getting traded.
For sure.
I'm not putting trades on nobody's names, man. You know what I'm saying?
Jalen getting traded, but Rudy Rose.
I would say we saw possibly the greatest Western Conference Finals booking games ever. Game 1, Game 7, bookending the series. I don't know if you get higher caliber than that in the Western Conference Finals. Like, I'm going, like, they had me thinking back to like LA Sacramento. They had me thinking.
Hey, bro.
Why are you doing him like that,
I'm sorry.
That was great.
I'm so sorry.
Go ahead, Rose.
My bad.
No, you can finish, bro. Go ahead.
No, man, I'm good. I got plenty of shots to go.
Oh my goodness, bro.
My boy Rudy is prisoner of the moment demon. Like, man, it was a solid series.
Hold on, I'm talking about game 1 and game.
I can't agree with that.
Okay.
I don't vividly remember game 1s and game 7s being as good as they are, but I'm kind of with Smith. Like,
double overtime, game 1.
Some of those games have to be competitive, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, we in the middle of the series, some of those games have to be competitive, and that kind of took away from the series for me, just on that tip. And then as far as, I mean, once you get this deep in the playoffs, it's going to be the war of attrition. So we could do the shoulda, coulda, woulda game all we want. You know, Jalen don't play. What's his name? Get hurt as well. But it's all about who can stay healthy. Yeah, Mitchell get hurt, but it's all about who can stay healthy at the end of the day. That's a part of the game.
Mm-hmm.
I think Wemby, to be honest, even that last game, it wasn't nothing that I saw that was just out of just crazy. You know what I'm saying? He did what he had to do, and they won. So kudos to them. That's all you get from me, right? I don't have nothing else for you.
Oh no, man. I'll put it this way. As far as the series reviews goes, I think we're about to break it down, going, certain players and what their impacts were. Me personally, if I'm speaking from more the Spurs side, obviously I'm happy that they won. What I saw in game 1 and what I saw by the time game 7 happened, that wasn't the same team. And I say that to say there was a lot more, I believe, exposure on Wemby for his flaws as the series went along. That's what OKC was able to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
You being convinced that Wemby should be doing pull-up threes more regularly than he takes any type of mid-range jumper is insane basketball to me. I understand he has the capability of doing it. But when I think of game 6, they win game 6. The Spurs shot 23s in the first half. It's not the type of basketball San Antonio should be playing on a regular basis and hoping that that's going to be the winning basketball. They ended up shooting about 50% during that game. But during that same game that they shot 23s in the first half, and I think in total 39 overall, OKC went 7 for 27. That was a simultaneous thing that went on during the time frames. During that same game that they shot 39 threes, OKC had a multitude of stops. They just weren't able to score off of those stops. And those stops come when you come in and you're shooting a three with 12, 13, 14 seconds left on the shot clock. That's unnecessary. They're showing that we saw the double team and what it did to affect Wemby because he's not used to playing those style of minutes, right? So if you're going to face up, and then you start to do a dribble move and they're sending 2 guards at you, despite you being 7'5", when you put the ball on the floor, everybody the same height. We know this as a hooper. So at that length, it's arguably harder for you to have that type of control. And to me, there was many a times where Wemby had the shoot a 3 or dunk only options, as if he couldn't hit a mid-range. He started game 7 with a turnaround. And when he did it, my thought was, I hope you do this more often, right? I hope you consistently do this in the game, because if he can continuously hit the mid-range, there's nothing that can be done with him, right? Yeah. Where on the other side of it, Stephen Castle having as many turnovers as he did can't happen next series, not with a running gun team like New York. Now, with that being said, given the matchup that they have, there's a little bit more leeway with the amount of guards that the Spurs have. See, in this series, they were at a disadvantage playing OKC because with De'Aaron Fox being hurt, you're still getting Harper used to them type of minutes. Carter Bryant is still kind of up in the air. Keldon Johnson's coming off the bench, where OKC just has hella depth, hella length from 1 through 3. Arguably 4 that could play that position. Where you're going into this series, they have some running gunners, but the Spurs would have more of an advantage there. What you got?
I would say the only contrast I have on this take that you're doing with New York is that they got some pickpocket people over in New York. They do. So Josh Hart, you've got
we'll get into it.
OG, and then you know what I'm saying, like those guys, they're going to pick your pocket, and you can't leave that lane open as much as you did versus OKC because you were spacing the floor. But that's the only contrast I have on that.
And I'm kind of split as far as Rudy's take with what we were expecting to see book, and as well as what Smith and Rose were saying as far as what the results were. We all said this, whoever wins this series, this is the finals. We were saying that after game 1, game 2, this is probably the best series that when we look back on this finals, and unless when we look back on these playoffs, unless the finals just gives us something incredible, this is the best series of this playoffs so far out of everything that we've seen. Cool. We also had some moments where it was hard not to talk about the refs and the amount of talk we had about the refs, which kind of waters down some of the product that we got, where we have a range of everybody sitting here. We have the more conservative side with Abe of like, all right, man, we can't blame it on the refs. That's very true. All the way to the refs need to stop selling for SGA and blase blah with Rudy. We got the entire range, and all of you were right. But it got to the point we still had to have the refs in the conversation. So it made it interesting. Now, that was all the negatives. Shout out to the Spurs for getting the one up on this current rivalry, right? But you have to finish. You have to get a ring. You could talk everything you want about OKC. Devin Vassell having the emphatic dunk. We go back to the unwritten rule. Are you supposed to do that when you know the series is over? Hell yeah. In a rivalry, you got that unseasoned, overgrown rooster over there that's made the whole thing. Chat been dunked on numerous times. Case and Wallace, keep your tongue in your mouth. I don't know why you doing that. Like, you made all light-skinned Negroes look horrendous. Multiple.
I lost the game. I lost the series, and you go dunk like that. I'm in your face like this. That's all I'm saying.
Come on, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, they didn't do nothing. This is supposed to be the start of a rivalry. And you gonna kick me off on my own court, bro? I'm in your face like this, and there's no conversation.
Yeah,
the Spurs made Alex Caruso look like a villain by the end of the series. He was a loved guy by the end of the series. They hated Alex Caruso, but it's also coming with the OKC hate that we're fully aware of as well. Right. Now, this was a debate that was happening in the chat. Y'all was there for it. One is the debate of, is Wemby getting too much glaze? The other debate that Rudy and Ed was there for this chat. This is SGA not getting the criticism that he deserves because his numbers don't look the same in the playoffs as they do in the regular season. That's what I saw come out. Those are the two big talking points that I witnessed in the group chats that I was involved in this past week. I don't know which one y'all would like to go for first, but I think they were good talks.
Let me jump on the Wemby thing first, because before you did the ISO on Rose, that's kind of where I was going. So for me, the Wemby has entered we're at the standard bearing phase. So he had that all-time great game one. Clock's on you now. So just like Ray was saying, you gotta win. So all that hemming and hawing about like potential and everything like that, Wemby got everything that he needs. He's got the skill, he's got the willpower, he's got the talent, he's got a team behind him, he's got a coach who's first time in the playoffs.
No excuses.
Yeah, he's making magic happen. So I don't want to hear no excuses. The Ray comment about Wemby getting exposed, that's true. I think I even posted a video in the chat the other day where I was talking about this is a perfect example of Wemby not recognizing defense and literally stalling the offense because he's thinking about what he needs to do. When the light starts shining on you, that starts getting exposed. People gonna start. You think Mike Brown is not gonna be cooking up everything in his back pocket from all those years with the Golden State Warriors and Cleveland Cavaliers and them having those top-rated defenses for Wemby? Wemby got to show up, bro. And we're holding you to the standard. It ain't good enough to just make it. You got to finish. When you got a team that should win, you need to win. Period. All them holes, you gotta counter that quick.
And to your point,
if he takes an L, that's on your resume, bro. Ain't no like, oh well, he's nah, nigga. That's on your resume, my boy.
Yeah, there's no excuses for him this year. So if he doesn't get it done, that's what it is. But you're looking at the matchups and how they did him with OKC. You've got a Mitchell Robinson. If anything, I like this matchup better for them in that point because he does not care about scoring the ball at all. His only job is just to make sure the rim is protected and that he comes off of a high pick and roll. He is perfect for the body size, everything else to keep Wemby out of the paint. As long as he's not grabbing and pulling on him and everything else, I mean, you might have to a little bit. The Hartenstein showed you can get away with it a little bit. So as long as you can keep him outside that little box like they did for those couple of games where he literally was just non-existent, you might have yourself a game. This is New York's best year to win it. Not to say that the Spurs aren't a better team, but this is New York's best year to win it. I don't know. The time is ticking. Like, this is one of those things where you're looking at an older group of guys. You've got a lot of contract money involved. This is their best year to go and get it. If they don't get it, it's I'm sorry, New York. It's a wrap.
And let me add this piece for while we're still on the Wemby comment. That was another bit of exposure. And I know I'm down here. I'm near San Antonio. The news stations have been bugging. It's been nothing but when you see the Nike ad, they didn't take took the Towers of America through the Nike sign above it with it, which is hard, right? Get it. Wemby is overshadowing the clear credit that is deserved from that surrounding cast, especially in Game 7, because what Harper, what Champagne, and what Castle did, and each giving them 20 each, that's 60 clutch points in critical moments. Vessel as well, critical moments that carried a lot of that Game 7. Wemby was clearly getting to the point he's creating foul trouble. He should have been out the game.
Real quick, just to clean up a take I made earlier, I said McCain was going to be 6th man of the year next year. Dylan Harper about to move Keldon Johnson out the way if he's not a starter next year.
No, so Dylan Harper has to start.
Be a starter.
Yeah, Dylan Harper.
I'm just saying. Well, you got money on the books. I'm not saying that you ain't gonna make a way to make it happen, but you got money on the books, and that's De'Aaron Fox. If he does still come off the bench, that is 6th man of the year without a question, dog. He is a bona fide hooper. He is somebody you love watching because he has the size, the ability, and the shot making presence.
Castle can play
he's
the
good
three.
On defense. He's good on offense. This dude is the complete.
Under no circumstances,
let me help you out, Abe.
If you're serious.
Yeah. You don't like to put it out there. Just like Jalen Williams, De'Aaron Fox. So sorry. Your papers, your passport, all that. Everything's being filled out. It's throughout that series. As great as he was coming into the games with the injuries and still making some pivotal shots in Game 6 and 7.
Yeah,
get your ring now because the paperwork has been signed, bro. Harper and Castle are.
I've got a rookie contract and he's outplaying you. Yeah, like it's a wrap. We've seen this story play out many a time before. I just don't like.
I think this is different.
But I get.
I think this is different. I think this is different. I think this is a different scenario. But I hear you.
I would have to hear this wild scenario because the guards that they have.
I'm just saying they just gave an extension, right? The biggest play to me is going to be Carter Bryant. If Carter Bryant develops to what he needs to develop to, I don't think you want Castle at the 1. I think you want him playing a Josh Hart type role. I think you want Dylan Harper and Fox being the main ball handlers, and I think you want Steph Castle coming off that doing what he needs to do. Castle's 6'6", he's big enough to be the 3. Boston's done it with JB. It could happen. So I think Fox, as soon as we saw Fox in the series come in, Steph Castle, his assist to turnover ratio went from like 1-1 to 3-1. Like, yes. I'm not. Fox is not breaking the books like that for them to, you know what I mean? They just drafted
the only pushback I would have on that is you talking about a small sample size. What's his name? Castle playing the 3 the whole year. I just don't. That's not going to work out, bro.
It's just started minutes. It doesn't have to be the whole game.
I'll also give pushback on that too. De'Aaron Fox. The Spurs are in a situation to where any trade that involves him, they win. There is no fleecing with it because they can easily get certain players that can fill. They work more as a gel team as opposed to relying heavily on that one player. So enough of them do enough.
There's a lot of teams that need a Fox.
There you go. That and they're gonna give you certain pieces back, and they also have draft picks, and they all, you know what I'm saying? Like Fox is great. And I don't want to take that away. You can get his replacement in a player or a multitude of players to complete what it is that he does. That's just the trickiness of the San Antonio's team.
And that's just where I'm like, I don't think so. I think Fox is in a scary place. I think Fox is in a scary place where I don't think his value is once where it was. So I think personally he adds a lot more value to San Antonio until otherwise in the regular season coming up than to be traded off for peanuts. For what exactly?
Not peanuts.
Like
No, not peanuts. I could get Drew Holiday and some picks for less.
Oh my God.
Why would you want Drew Holiday though? Like
because he could do everything that De'Aaron Fox does.
What?
I'm just saying you have Castle. Why would you like what do you I
know your Boston Celtics loving ass didn't just say why would you get Drew Holiday?
I'm just saying like
let me answer. I'll answer the question.
Depending on the finals, how it ends, you not picking up the phone on that. Like Fox is going to be out of Harper and Castle. Fox was hitting them tough shots. Dylan was too, but you can't rely on Dylan already.
Yeah, you're paying him like $245 million. Absolutely not.
I can't. That much.
That's how much he
Fox is hurt majority of the time, and they're still able to get this done.
He just signed an extension for 30 a year. That's not terrible. It's not the 50 to 40 he was getting before.
But if they don't have to rely on him now, and they can win a chip, like San Antonio could spin this a whole nother way and just go get another pick, get another lottery pick out of this.
That's what I'm saying. Because I'm saying I could get Drew Holiday with his vet experience can still hit clutch shots.
Not 245, 230. No,
but Drew Holiday can still hit clutch shots. And the main piece that we're really looking for from this is my eyes. You're trying to, and I'm in agreement with you, move Castle off of the ball primarily for majority of the game. So as long as there's someone that can give him a little bit of time,
role.
And just let him in the perfect Spurs game to me, in the third quarter, Castle should not be the primary ball handler. Period. Let him defend.
We've seen that.
Let him defend. So whoever you need to fill that by this time next year, Harper's there. That's why I'm saying that Drew Holiday fits in. Someone that's going to control the pace until he can get his attitude straight. Someone that's just going to slow it down enough and not get caught up, because that's the issue with the youth right now, and partially with De'Aaron Fox himself. He'll slow it down because he has a little bit more age, but the Spurs have an issue with trying to keep up with whatever the pace is of the other team. Instead of playing their game consistently.
He playing Madden. My nigga be running the halfback dive consistently. You gotta stop that shit.
But I went off on, you know what I'm saying? But I went off on a tangent because overall to the Wemby side of it is like I think there was more exposure and I think there was more highlights because Harper and Keldon Johnson were the only ones going to the basket. The only ones. You're 7'5". Yeah. Keldon Johnson moving people that you're supposed to move freely. Get off.
And stop fading away.
To this point, though,
unnecessary movement.
7'5".
Yo,
stop fading away. Make him.
To this point, though. The reason why he's fading away and the reason why he's doing a lot of shit that people are discounting, my nigga, he is exhausted. He has never played this amount of minutes before ever. You can tell by the way he's playing, his legs are gone. Especially when we got the game 7.
That's crazy.
He can save them legs.
That is going to be your natural movement, right? You've played basketball before. Bro,
that's what I'm saying.
For him, though, at that size, bro, he's exhausted. I'm gonna say this. He is not physically strong enough to me to control his body consistently. That's just my assessment in watching him move around. He's just not physically strong enough yet. Now, but it's early. It's early. And I'll say the biggest thing that he got exposed with to me is just his conditioning. And this is why I believe you have to take the regular season more serious. And this is the reason why the Knicks are playing as good as they are. Previously, you remember last year, boy, he ran them niggas into the ground.
That's a fact.
Ran them into the ground. Now, that's not a good recipe for when you want to reach the finals. Mike Brown has figured out the recipe of, all right, this is when I sit Brunson. This is when I play Cat. Let's turn Cat into a point guard. You know what I'm saying? Like they figured that out. Mm-hmm. Wemby has to play enough minutes in the regular season, and just because he's big, you can't sit him and be like, well, you played in a back-to-back and whatever. Because when you get to the playoffs, it does get exposed. And what was that, game 5? Or was that game 5? Because game 6 he played. What was game 6 where he just
game
looked
6 he didn't do that great.
It was game 6, bro. He looked exhausted.
No, and I'm not taking. I'm more so highlighting on the aspect of tired or not, he's still fading. There's no tiredness that equates to fading away. That's never been in the hoop arsenal. I haven't seen that. You might have some iffy shots. You're 7'5" and fading away. That's not exhaustion.
It takes more to do a fadeaway than it would be just to jump straight up and shoot the ball.
And it's not just a fadeaway. He's spinning before he even gets to the fade. Like he's up faking, spinning.
That's physical weakness to me, though. That's physical weakness and fatigue.
It's just low basketball IQ.
True.
It just go hand in hand to me, bro.
And the tough part with him, that's also why I think it's one thing if he had established his mid-range and then he starts moving out to the 3, but your predecessor, grab the ball in the mid-range, face up, bro. Like he not even just facing the basket. He grabbing the ball and then starting to he's back to the basket, already dribbling before he even looks the opposite direction. somebody's going to figure out how to double down on him. And we haven't seen his pass IQ be shown to be consistent enough to handle certain double teams. That's what I'm saying. There's been more exposure to him.
Yeah, not
but that was off of Wemby. On
right. Just to piggyback off of what you just said, and actually more so what A just said, the same way that LA gave San Antonio the blueprint on Shai is the same thing that Oklahoma just gave to New York. New York has the blueprint on Wemby now. And so this is going to be a tough series for him. And he's going to have to, either him, his coach, or his team, somehow, some way, they're going to have to navigate him being exposed for not having the passing skills, not being able to identify the defense. I mean,
they're going to blitz. They're going to blitz every time, especially in the third quarter. They're going to blitz. I mean, it's just one of those things too. What the problem that you have is, especially if De'Aaron Fox turns out to not be healthy, and if you have Castle being the primary ball handler, it's gonna get iffy. Because
and hold on. Say this. I don't want to jump ahead to the series just yet before we leave the Western Conference Finals. What does this loss mean? Does it mean anything? Because again, this was a conversation. What does this mean for SGA?
It means a lot.
Nothing.
No, this
is why you have Rudy and Rose, man. I might as well just stack y'all.
I don't think it means much.
It means a lot. Hey, this is what we're here for, though.
Yeah, I don't think.
Okay, break it down.
It means a lot because of the narrative the media has been pushing for the better part of the last 13 months. Like they've ushered Shai into rooms that he doesn't belong into, and the fact that he has gotten a media award, respectfully, it is an award given by the media. They try to usher him past certain people. Like I've seen multiple telecasts of them talking about, yo, Shai's better than Kobe. Yo, Shai's better than Steph. Yo, Shai's better than Isaiah
What is
Thomas.
your algorithm?
No,
and who are these people?
No, I agree. I've been seeing that too. I've been seeing it too.
This is on ESPN and Fox Sports. These are the major.
I have not seen these videos.
No,
bring that crackhead stuff
I put them. I keep records. I'll send them to you.
Okay,
but
I don't want to.
But even the fact that they were debating that, because people.
I said, the fact that they're even entertaining it.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And so for Shai, this kind of made everybody pump the brakes. Like, hey, bro, like y'all don't got to shit on Kobe. Y'all don't got to shit on Steph. Y'all don't got to shit on Isaiah Thomas. Like, let people gradually mature to that level. Like you're trying to usher them into places that they don't really belong. But you're trying to bring down all-time greats so you can kind of prop up this product that we all have issues with. So I think that for Shai is probably the most damaging thing. Like, put it like this. What I noticed in that series, what separated Shai from like Kobe and Steph, Shai doesn't really create chaos. Like, he doesn't have a lot of variety in how he's attacking. Like, Kobe always had a counter. You weren't going to say like, okay, Kobe's always going to be at the top of the key on the right, driving to his left, looking for a pull-up. That wasn't it. If Shai had a post game, if Shai had an off-ball game, if Shai had an ability to not just get the ball at the top of the key and have everybody fan out to attack, he'd be able to, I think, imitate his regular season production. Because in the post,
I got to say two things off of that. One, Shai has not been the primary guy for that long as far as his career goes, number one. And I think he does have learning to do. And that's a part of the game. You know, you win, you lose, but you die on your sword like how he did in Game 7. You go to your go-to moves, and you do what you do. You can't reverse and try to pivot to something different. Number two, to your point of Kobe or Steph, we got to think of when they're in these moments, they have their other guy with them. And Shai was out there and a lot of times playing by himself. You can get to some of these moves. Shai was getting double teamed so much that I felt bad for him at certain times because nobody else was going to show up to the party. If you got to die with Caruso and Case and fucking Wallace, bro, I can't do nothing with that.
Big issue.
You think Shai was getting double teamed more than Steph? Huh?
I think that when Steph gets double teamed, he has multiple outlets to niggas that he knows are going to make shots, period.
Oh, you talking about Kevon Looney? You talking about Draymond Green?
No, I'm talking about Klay Thompson. I'm talking about Klay Thompson, probably the second best shooter all time. Like, that's what I'm talking about. When you get to shuffle the ball to KD, when you get blitzed and you get to shuffle to KD.
I got you.
So we can give Shai his flowers for what he did in a 1-4 flat where they were double teaming him. They literally put him in a 1-4 flat and just said, go get it. And then they literally would double team him. So if anything, I'll give him his flowers for that. Obviously, the conversation of him being compared to literally Steph, Kobe, and these other like
you got to get
man
the
is just
accolades
getting
to get
into
to
his
that point.
Yeah, exactly. Like he's just getting into this, like what Rose said. Like so we're not disagreeing on that point at all. But I think when it comes to like David's original question of like, what does this mean as far as like Shai? I personally don't think this is a huge knock. I think he played a really great team. And this is just one of those things where they're just going to have to regroup and try it again. It's not as if this is over. Like, it's not as if OKC implodes and, like, they're done for. They're literally going to be favorites for next year to try to get to the Western Conference Finals again. So it just depends on what moves they end up making in the offseason. But right now, if you just close the book on the Western Conference, you still got OKC coming out somewhere at the top next year.
And I think so.
I want to add.
My fault.
No, I was going to say, I want to add a little bit of context.
Helps them.
Yes.
To me, I think that loss helps them to shore up their roster moving forward. You figured out what does not work against somebody that is going to be in the West with you for an extended period of time. You have figured that out. That is the best case scenario moving forward because Wemby's only going to get better. Had you won and they come back more loaded up, you get rid of Fox and the team is actually better, it kind of get worse. So let's figure out how to get Chet off these books and let's move forward.
And I love too. Shai took accountability for the loss. He's like, I didn't reach my goal. He could have. He didn't throw none of his teammates under the bus. He ain't make no excuses. He's like, hey, this on me. I didn't get my goal done. I love that. And I love the fact that he showed up in game 7 because he proved to us like you don't have to fall every time. You only did it 3 times.
And see, I was interested in what Rudy said. So for context of where this conversation even came from, we are in a separate chat. Ev is in this chat as well, where one of his homies, Rudy's homies, I can't claim him for this one. Rudy's homies said that SGA is solid. He loves his professionalism, but his game doesn't elevate when his team needs it the most, specifically in the playoffs. And him and Rudy were jumping me, presenting stats of how his numbers drop in the playoffs. What happened?
Was that game 3 or 4? I remember
this was Friday, so it was this was before game 7. This was after game 6. You know, so because my approach, which it wasn't as much on Rudy, but Rudy loves to be stat guy, which I understand sometimes in certain debates. I was saying that based on the playoffs that we've seen from these last 2 years of him until this very series, he really hasn't had to be any of what we're used to seeing him do in the regular season, where there was a lot of spaces he could have sat down, right? And so he only had 3 games in the last 2 years under 20. 2 of those games they won, and they were up by a lot. The other one they did lose. So you have 1 game out of 2 years where he had less than 20 points, all the way to the range of another outlier, which I was telling him he had a triple-double, a 30-point triple-double, shooting 84%. Like, maybe I'm not seeing what it is that y'all, even though they were looking for, because yes, the stats, his numbers do drop a little bit in the comparison they're saying to other greats where they're step up in the playoffs. But I was saying I haven't seen it to where his was needed because of how dominant OKC has been for majority of the games that they played. So he's sitting in a lot of thirds. The stats don't tell that.
I think the reason that we kind of got into it's twofold. So one part of it is OKC's so deep, right? So on one hand, it's kind of like, all right, he didn't have his horses, but he's got the deepest team in the league, arguably, right? But for the last 3 years, he's been having this precipitous drop in the playoffs. It hasn't bit him in the ass because his team is so deep. But for the last 2 years, he's playing in the playoffs like regular season SGA before he became like that nigga. And that's the is like, I think that's where the genesis of the convo came from. Like, all right, bro.
Yeah.
We know you got a super deep team. Your team really needs you right now. And you really not doing it right now.
I'm with that.
It is a bad situation, but everybody faces that.
Very
people
fair.
People also underrate J-Dub, man. Like I tell people all the time, man. J-Dub that last run. Remember that last year, bro? J-Dub was starting at the 5 some games. He was running to 1 some games. He came into the playoffs at one point averaging 27, 6, and 6. Like J-Dub was tweaking that run. So Shai never really had to come out of body because J-Dub was coming out of body most of those times.
And that's a good point. J-Dub also hasn't quite been himself since that injury, though. So not to say that he hasn't gotten back to some like semblance of that, but like he still hasn't been the guy, like you said, was tweaking last year. And it's hard because you were on a run. You definitely had a formula and a system that was working last year, and then you were just on a hot streak. But for this year, because of the inconsistencies of him being injured or being out, being in, being out, like that obviously played a part into the series. Rose said it earlier, you have to stay healthy, but that's a part of the game. So that's why no shade to you at all, Smith. The woulda, coulda, shoulda thing, though, is just like, I get it, but at the same time, it's a part of the game. Like Mitchell Robinson just had a broken finger. He had to get surgery for, and you best believe he's going to be out there with a cast guarding Wemby. Like it is what it is. Like it's a part of the game.
And when J-Dub was out there, he showed you what he can do when he's straight. But that's a blunder on OKC to me. You coming off an injury like that, and then you play the nigga for 40 minutes. That is dumb as hell.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
hamstring 2 is crazy. Hamstring 2 is crazy.
That's like Boston letting Jason Tatum run around. Like it's just certain things you shouldn't do when you coming off these tough injuries like that. And to me, Ray is saying, "Oh, well, J-Dub gonna be gone." That's the last person that I want gone. I need Chet off them books, bro. Chet has to get off the books.
Dort. Yeah, no, I'm
Dort coming off the books anyway. He going anyway.
Well, because so J-Dub might be on that list. We have a running list as soon as the season over. He might be on that list of players of where they're going. We have 2 separate lists. We need to talk about y'all, and this is what the free agency or trade market is look like. We might have an episode specifically for them 2 topics. But before we get into the NBA Finals, I just want to shout out again to us for the intelligence, because your favorite analyst ain't saying precipitous in the middle of a sports rant. They can't do that. That's what we do here. We got vocab, vernaculars, up your game, read a book, nigga. You know what I'm saying? NBA Finals, bro. Who want to start this, bro? Who want to go
Knicks
first,
is
man?
6.
Knicks is 6.
Okay, I feel you.
Facts.
All right.
Facts.
All right.
Facts.
All right. You know what? Thank you, Abe. Let's start off with prediction before we get into anything else. Abe says Knicks in 6. What y'all got?
I'm gonna go.
Don't be scared.
San Antonio in 6.
Okay.
I'm trying not to disrespect New York, so I'm gonna say Knicks in 2030. I got Spurs in 6.
Wow.
I'm saying Spurs in 6.
Yeah, I got Knicks in 6.
Yeah, I got Knicks in 6.
Okay.
If I was a betting man after the first 2 games,
man, we split even.
I don't know. After the first 2 games, don't call me crazy. I might go 5, but
yeah, I'm Knicks in 6 straight off the muscle that Ray wants the Spurs to win. So I ain't got no skin in the game. No, don't get me wrong. I think, like I told y'all before, I actually think this is the Knicks' best year to win. So that is something that I'm coming from truthfully. But yeah, off the strength of the game, I just need something to be able to shoot back and forth with my boy Ray. So I'm cool with that.
Okay. It's okay, man.
Yeah.
Like I said last pod, y'all aren't my friends because y'all are currently losers. I'll see y'all after the end of the season, bro. At the end of the season, we friends again until football starts up. That's cool. That's cool.
Ray, if they pull this off, you going to the parade?
You best believe. You know how many. Look, okay.
Value your life.
Sports pod. Hold on.
Nigga, act like you know.
Did you see what they was doing out there?
Hold on.
Act like you been somewhere, nigga.
Hold on. Can we keep it clean? Can we have an honest conversation?
Yeah.
All right. I don't think y'all understand what San Antonio does when they win finals. Right? But we
bring out the bitches Charles Barkley was talking about. That's what y'all do.
Man, first and foremost, to Rose's lob, let's be honest, man. All of them, every single one, fresh with every type of taco seasoning that you've ever seen, just showing everything that you've ever heard, right? The parades, murder rates drop when the Spurs win. It's safe for one of the few times it can be safe in San Antonio between the two cultures. Yes, I'm going to be there. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. This is coming from someone that watched a person jump off a building when they lost to the Miami Heat in downtown. 6-story building, synced it, real time. Haven't forgotten that. When they win, you saw what they did. Look, y'all think Times Square would be bad. South Texas shut down if the Spurs win, bro. All of South Texas, man. Houston fans will jump on the bandwagon if the Spurs win. You haven't seen taco trucks get the sales that they will get if the Spurs win.
Flea markets are going to go insane. That you guys will be safer if you win, because we all know if New York wins, that whole city going to get burnt.
Yeah, that shit got nuked.
Whatever, bro. It's whatever. Hey, I'm so glad that you guys have the better take on this, because you know New York gonna be in flames, bro.
Yeah. Hey, man, New York will have rolling blackouts. Times Square's insurance claims from all the damage that it'll have to put up with is gonna be nuts. Nuts, man. But let's break down this series, man. Let's get into it. I know we said our predictions. I guess would it be easier to go by what is y'all's weaknesses and strengths for each team, and what do you think is going to be, what would be your game plan if you were to approach to support y'all's prediction?
Smitty, what you got?
So all right, I'll go strength and weaknesses. So the weakness for San Antonio, they cannot stay afloat when Wemby's off the floor. The strength for the Knicks, their best lineup is arguably when Brunson's off the floor and Cat is running the bench lineup. So that's going to be, I think, the biggest story. We just seen Wemby have a terrible time guarding pick and rolls. You're going to face another team with another Shea threat, because Brunson really will come off those pick and rolls. We talking someone who got the same amount of 40 balls as Jordan in the playoffs in the last couple years. So, like, he's coming off the PNR. He's going to try to kill. And then at the end of the day, you have a stretch five who's going to be sending most of the PNRs his way. He's feeling different. He's feeling like Dominican Jokic. So it's like you got that. And then so basically you facing the Thunder team fully healthy, pretty much. You facing them fully healthy. Like, you got OG giving 15 points a game. He's probably going to be the primary on Wemby. I love OG against Wemby. Wemby does not have a midi fade yet, like we just said. Nobody could guard it, but that's the one part of his game he doesn't have. Then you come off the bench with Mitchell Robinson, one of the best big defenders in the league. I got to see the first two games to really see if it's in 5 or 6. But if the first two games go how I think they are, because New York is an away team, they don't really like to win at home. Like, you could come in New York and you could win some games, as we saw in the last couple series and with Boston last year. So it's like, it's going to get tough. Those first two games, I fully believe it's going to be 1-1 or 2-0 Knicks, but we'll just see. We'll just see.
I'll go for it on behalf of the Spurs first. In order for the Spurs to win, you have to be diligent on the Knicks' secondary scoring, right? So I think the Spurs have to choose between really locking in on OG or Cat. Jalen Brunson has a high likelihood to do what Jalen Brunson does. That's okay. If I can make Jalen Brunson's points equivalent to a Donovan Mitchell or a James Harden, where it's a lot more towards empty stats, then I would consider that a win. So with the amount of guards that the Spurs can throw at Brunson and give him different looks consistently, it alleviates both the issue that Castle had running into last series, where they had 20 guards thrown at him while he was hurt. This series, you could put a little bit of size. If Josh Hart gives you 30 and he helps win the game, I would live with that. But I'm going to focus on OG or Cat. Cat might be his own self-defense. So if we can work on OG, that's going to be the attack that I'm looking at. Different defensive schemes and keeping up with pacing. New York is going to be the faster paced team. If you slow them down just a little bit, I believe each game will be somewhere in the range of 6 to 12 points.
I'm not mad at that take. I think Cat is going to be the winner or loser of this series because we all know the pressures that we already give him of just being Cat and being on that team. We've seen the success they've been able to do. Like Mikal Bridges, OG are like super underrated, but obviously known in the league. And that's why I said earlier when I was like pickpockets, like these guys know how to get the ball from you. These guys know how to space the floor. They also play multiple positions, like what Smitty was talking about and what some of the other fellows were talking about. Like he's going to actually guard Wemby. Like that's again something OKC showed you that you can do. You can push him out with a guard without having to sacrifice the interior with taking your big out. You can keep your big in and keep him out with a guard. You've done exactly what you're supposed to do. So if Cat can stay healthy and he can actually impose his will on Wemby, because there will be that pick and roll that happens where them two get matched up and they're going to have to, see who's mano y mano. But if Cat actually puts a body on him, because we've all seen Wemby get bumped. I mean, Shai was hitting fadeaway jumpers with a single bump and getting to his spots. You have McCain over here making him look like he was 5'2". So it's a way that you can see you can build the interior first and then start knocking down your shots, which we know New York can do. And then if you have a Brunson just free, it's going to get spooky. That's the strength I have for New York. Obviously, on the San Antonio side, you've got a bunch of young guns who have, in the last series, found themselves. Vassell, I literally was like iffy on coming into this last series.
Yeah.
He is a totally different player now. Like he is sticking his chest out. He is doing exactly what you need him to do as a young gun. And I love that energy from him. He's actually stepped up because he was a question mark before all this started. Now that you have him on board, De'Aaron Fox, we'll see. That's another question mark. But you have Dylan Harper, who's coming in, giving you consistent minutes. You have Cornette. Even Cornette, he's coming in, giving you life. And if you have that deep of a bench, it's going to be very hard to just keep that consistent pressure that New York loves to do. But I'm just relying on the strength that New York has in order to keep them out the paint and to keep this consistent with what they've been doing up until this point.
Rose Rudy Ave.
So I kind of agree with A because I was going to say that. I think Cat is the X factor for New York. If Cat plays how he even averages 17, 6, and 6, if he just does that, the 6 assists is the big deal breaker to me. Mm-hmm. If Cat can keep facilitating, Spurs are in big trouble, very big trouble. And honestly, the more y'all talking, made me want to switch my pick because I kind of forgot how bad the Spurs get when Wemby's off the floor. And that's the scary part is if you got Jalen blitzing you on offense, if you get Mikal able to knock some shots down, they liable to run your asses out that table off their court when Wemby's not on the floor. So you got to also learn how to get your minutes broken down in a perfect way to where at any time, if it become a 6 to 10 point spurt, you got to find a way to get a timeout to get something back right. So that actually really scares me because of how deep the New York Knicks are. So, but as I say that, at the end of the day, the Spurs got that 7-4 motherfucker over there at the same time. And I think there's something that's about to flip. If for the Spurs to win, there's something that's going to flip in him. Because I'm going to be honest, because I've been thinking about this whole time. Everybody's been talking about Wemby. We know he only averaged 23 and 10 in the postseason. Those numbers don't really look that good when you think about it and how everybody talks about him. I think for them to win, he knows he's going to have to go above and beyond. He's going to have to do game one consistently. The Spurs are a deep team, but you're going to have to do the job. You're going to have to do game one Western Conference Finals, all 7 games. And you need that. And I think if he does that, that's what we'll have a good time. But
I'm about to say, Rose about to bring up that conditioning.
It's at the rim, Rose. Can you go get it? Ball at the rim.
I ain't even got to bring that up again because we know what's going on. I will say, man, that all 23 and 10s are not created equal. I will say that just for the Wemby side, because numbers are numbers, but impact is something different. So if you only get 23 and 10, but the motherfucker controlling everything that happens on defense, I mean, that's kind of a whole different ball game. Once you're this deep in the playoffs, things come down to 1, the war of attrition, and then number 2, matchups. As I look at the Knicks, they clearly are the healthier team. They played less games. They look fresh. They look like they're ready to go. As far as looking at the Spurs side, them boys look exhausted. So I think we'll know something. We'll know something after about the first 2 games. We'll kind of know what we're getting. Hopefully we don't get a blowout that kind of sway me the other way and kind of give me Knicks in 5 vibes or Knicks in 4 vibes, like some sweep shit. But I will say if Wemby doesn't, because what the Knicks are going to do, they're going to tire Wemby out. They are going to pick and roll that boy to death. I'm talking. Jalen Brunson is a dog for that shit. And if Cat is able to just show up consistently, you have a problem. You have a legitimate issue. But I like OG guarding Wemby. That kind of give him a different look, and still throwing Mitchell Robinson because he not looking to score. You know what he trying to do. Great defense. So I think the thing about the Knicks is the big separation for them, for me, is they actually have a true identity. Everybody knows exactly what they need to do and who they are on the team. I think the Spurs still run into like, all right, fuck it, we're not gonna run the offense. Just get that bitch to Wemby because he's 7'5". Like, and then they'll go on spurts of that, and you'll go on droughts of scoring for 3 to 4 minutes, and that's not gonna work against the Knicks. They've been consistent the whole postseason. So, other than that, for me, I think, shout out to the Spurs. I still think they're not ready to make that full leap until Wemby is who he's going to be. I think it'll be a good series.
I think this comes down to rotations. This comes down to Cat and personal fouls. And it comes down to Jeremy Sochan if he's going to dye his hair or not. That's pretty much it.
I forgot to add the Cat thing in there too, not to step on your wisdom. Cat can mess around and fuck up the whole vibe because
the whole vibe, bro.
He's a he can turn it to just a defensive liability. Like, he'll just go out there and give you. If Wemby's smart at all, don't shoot no threes to start the game. Don't do that shit at all. Get on the block because Cat is going to foul you. Point blank, period.
Thank you. And that's all that needs to be said. Cat is a dummy. Let's get the elephant out of the room. He has low basketball IQ. He is a nigga that Minnesota gladly traded for Julius Randle for. Please go out to New York and give us Julius Randle. Are you dumb? Yes.
Awful trade in hindsight.
It's a dumb trade. However, Cat, if he turned into Minnesota Cat that got him kicked out the door, he is somebody who will put his hands on you, send you to the free throw line, and look zesty while doing it. That's what that nigga is going to do. I do not trust a nigga that is historically a playoff no-show just because he can dish out over 4.5 assists. Take the under. Cat is ass. He will be the reason that y'all blow this series. I'm putting it out there right now. Jalen Brunson literally is a wizard. He is a wizard. He will be the number one problem. But again, Cat, the only thing I will say for Cat, Mike Brown is his coach. Somehow, some way, he may finagle this nigga to play a defensive scheme that keeps him away from the pick and roll, or somehow, some way. But if Cat has to play defense against Stephon Castle, if he has to try to guard the rim off the penetration of these niggas, or Wemby grows a sack and goes into the paint and just punishes the nigga, pause. It could get dark.
Who's gonna let you live? You set yourself up for that. Who's gonna let you live? Good Paul.
That's what I'm saying, bro. But
a good point you brought up though, Rudy, is like New York has a deep bench too.
Yeah.
And not to say it's the equivalent, but they do have a deep bench. So it is something that Mike Brown has been dealing with in the playoffs where he's thrown different schemes. And I do believe he's figured out the system for this team. Whether it'll be enough to beat San Antonio is a question, but I definitely agree with the notion that like he has the recipe for this team.
Agree.
And I do think too.
Back off of is the nigga that scares me, Jose Alvarado. Like when you start pitching pickpocket niggas and stuff like that, I'm concerned about him and Jeremy. I don't trust those two.
I want to add to the other side of what you're saying, Abe, because it's not just Cat. Jalen Brunson is a liability on defense too. So as much as he can score, every guard that San Antonio has is sizable on him. And I know I'm looking at this series, it's truly coming down to Villanova versus UConn. And if Castle is just dedicated enough, and I say that more so they're coming from discipline consistently. Yeah. Like I'm not worried about Josh Hart, Mikal Bridges, or Jalen Brunson not being willing to be a part of that moment. In the same way, I'm not worried about Castle being in that moment. We can argue Dylan Harper because you came from Rutgers. The fact that they had you and Ace Bailey and y'all had a losing record, insane. Y'all was just there to hoop.
Right.
Get it.
Right.
Wemby, you've had moments, but honestly, even though you were there, I watched the greatest shooter of all time give you buckets. You had to go get your revenge on Chet. Maybe. But there's 4 people on that court that have been in that moment, have excelled at that moment. So this is just the next level for him. Brunson is going to be just as much of a liability as Cat is, and it's going to come down to can not only they keep themselves out of foul trouble because they're going to find Cat. I'm looking at the benefit of getting to come into the game and go. There you go. Yeah. So I as a guard, because you hoop just as much. Same with Smith. All of us. If we come into the game and I get 2 options to attack on defense, giving me confidence to go to the rim.
For. Yeah.
I'm starting.
I know which one is a cone. The only opposition I have to your take though is I think Jalen Brunson truly believes the matchups can be, advantage for the Spurs when it comes to the defensive side. That's fine. I also think he believes you're not gonna make as many shots as I am though.
And I will say,
if we was talking about 2022 Fox, I hear you. I hear what you're saying. But Stephon Castle, we leaving him open. Like we guarding him from the free throw line.
That's okay.
I mean, you can't not in the playoffs right now.
Make more shots, 100%.
But I will say a lot of it's going to come down to
Jalen Brunson any given moment.
It's going to come down
Dylan
to
Harper.
Which team is going to have the discipline though, because when you do watch the Spurs, they will just foul the shit out you.
Facts.
They will just foul the shit out you. And Mike Brown, to the point of you worried about Brunson defensively, somehow, some way, Mike Brown has found a way to hide him. I don't know how they keep doing it, but he has found a way to whatever defensive scheme that they're running. I don't know.
It's called Champagne.
It's cool with that. It's called the Cleveland Cavaliers.
I'm just saying. I'm saying it in terms of neither of these teams.
The Philadelphia 76ers.
Neither of these teams have been to the finals. If I had to put my money on who's going to be more disciplined and understand the moment, it's going to be the Knicks. It's not going to be the Spurs.
Okay,
I'm talking about the whole team.
Hold on. Pardon yourself. Hold on a second. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm saying we're splitting hairs because as long as Cat is over on that team, we've seen Cat implode the Knicks by himself just last year. Anytime that Cat is on that court and there's a high pressure moment, he thinks he's Russell Westbrook and is trying to do dribble moves from the 3-point line. Turnover, hard foul, complain to the ref. Right. We've seen Cat gets lost on defense. That's the reason. He's the reason the Pacers excelled to the finals.
But that's
multiple games,
and that's fine. The Spurs don't even have the type of offense where it kind of even make me scared if Cat get lost.
Cat's gonna give you fouls on the other end too.
It don't really make me that nervous.
I don't think, but I hear what you're saying on the splitting hairs point, because we also talked about the fact that Wemby can also be a liability in some of these situations as well that we just saw him in. So we're splitting hairs on both sides.
And that's what the finals is.
You're talking about the two best teams. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
We'll get a great finals.
Yeah. I just suck that it just sucks to me that San Antonio just so they not pause. I'm just saying it sucks to me. Like pause.
That's not what you said first. That's not the words that you said. That's not what you said first.
I'm just saying it's
tough. It happens to everybody, bro. It's okay.
It's tough. It's tough that they got so much chinks in their armor. I wish they was a little more rested and things like that. The Knicks just got the kill switch, bro. Like they got no reason to be doing the things that they've been doing to some of these teams. And it's just
I can't say that. To your point, this has been the first time in this new era where the NBA wins. Any team that wins this finals, the NBA wins. The last few finals, you know what I'm saying? There was a grip of finals that we've seen over almost pushing 6-7 years to where it's just like one of them teams we know we didn't want to watch this, or both for that matter.
Yeah.
You know, this is the first time in a minute the NBA wins. Whichever way you want to throw it. New York in the finals, crazy. The new face of the league, based on the conversation we had, crazy.
Definitely bigger for New York to win this finals, though. I won't lie to you.
Yeah, for sure, because they haven't been there. Yeah.
Because Wemby coming back. Regardless. But this Knicks team,
that's not a guarantee.
Yeah,
that ain't no guarantee.
But for the
it's
league,
not a guarantee, but it's a high likelihood.
And you know how I came to that conclusion? When Adam Silver already started counting the money when they asked him about the fouls during that OKC series, and he gave that answer. I said, "This boy know what he doing. He know exactly what he do. He finally found the formula."
He is them. He is them people, and you know what I'm talking about. He is them people, bro.
That man said, "What fouls? I think they doing a great job." What? What do you mean by this, bro? Yeah, man. And I think that's the last piece that I have. We're going back to level set reffing as compared to what we're known to see with the OKC series. That is a prominent factor. So now that the refs have been reset more or less, what it don't matter, Tony Brothers, Scott Foster, whatever the case may be, it's more level to an NBA game that we're trying to see, because there's no reason
Tony Brothers there, bro.
It does. It
always does. It always matters if Tony there. It always matters if Tony there. What I'm saying is I wouldn't expect too many shooting literally sideways away from the basket foul call that when you're jumping into people.
Brunson's gonna get his hate for the fouls that he's gonna get.
Brunson, it ain't gonna be SGA level, but it's gonna be up there.
He knows how to use his body to keep you either in front of eyeballs, and he'll work his body to get to the shot. So I'm just saying he doesn't do SGA type flops, but he knows how to get the right type of.
Year before SGA, who was it?
He up there.
Year before SGA.
I'm saying.
Oh yeah, no, Brunson, merchant.
You got a couple.
But that's why I brought it up. I literally brought it up to say it's going to be Jalen Brunson who's going to get the SGA hate for this series.
Oh, well, yeah, because if this is the series to do it, because you only have to do it this one series. If he had been doing
I'm saying he does it a little better. I'm saying, not to say that because
he's smaller too.
Falls. I'm saying he at least gets some body contact and then does his thing. So you will be upset watching the game, seeing how Jalen Brunson gets some of these fouls, because some of this hasn't been up close for a lot of people.
Yeah. If you go back to the no headband Jalen Brunson, when his little stupid antenna twist that he always keep up front, I don't know how they keep running out of hair. Yeah, I don't understand. Like, how do you keep consistently running out of hair up front where there's only? But anyways, no, okay.
Hey, but it's funny you mentioned that though, because I literally made an all-time first team floppers list. when you mentioned Brunson, I thought long and hard about this. I think probably after game 6 or 7, I was like, you know what? It'd be dope to kind of put a list together. And I kind of want y'all to grade this list. I want you to grade this list, and I also want y'all to substitute if I missed someone.
Shoot.
Okay.
Just out of curiosity, the all-time first team floppers list. At my starting point guard, I have Chris Napoleon Grifter Paul.
Yep.
And I had to deliberate over this because technically my first three could all kind of fit in the point guard position. So I kind of
so these are like by position. Like this isn't just top five.
No, this is my all-time first team floppers. So I'm going position. I'm making a team.
Okay, got you. Okay. That's what I'm asking. Like not just top five, just whoever they are. You're talking about.
I gotta make a competent roster of floppers. Yes.
Okay.
That's a nasty statement. A competent roster of floppers is a terrible. I hate that sentence so much.
All right, so I got Chris Paul starting at my point guard. I got for my shooting guard, I got Shai Life Alert Gilchrest-Alexander.
That's crazy. And
this is a man who's literally spearheaded the unethical hoops movement. So I mean, I had to find a spot for him. I had to. This dude got a brand deal.
Is this about the list, or is this about you getting your piece off?
No. I mean, can it be both? It can't be both.
Yeah. Go ahead. Do your thing, man. Do your thing.
Small forward. Had to go with James, arms in the air like you don't care, Harden, because literally he kind of brought flopping to like a whole new generation. Because we had the Manu, we had the I don't want to give my list away, but I'm just saying he has contributed a hefty amount to the
not mad at any of the three you named.
All right, cool.
Okay.
At power forward, I got LeBron check for blood when no one hit my head, James.
Oh, come on.
No. And here's how I'm gonna justify this. This man is so intrinsically known for flopping. There have been articles that have been written on the subject that have his picture on it, that literally cite him. I'll send you the link.
Like a dictionary, flop, like, LeBron's picture. Yeah.
All right. Check the group chat. Hey, I'm not playing. I don't just say shit. This is an article. Check your phone. See who's on this article and read the name of the article.
Yeah. Okay. Journalists can put whoever they want on their post. That's fine. Who's your five?
You have it on YouTube? They got compilations of every version of Bron you want. You want prime Bron? You want 2013 Bron?
So did they also show the ones where they're like pulling the back of his neck because he's still going to the rim?
No, they don't see those. They don't see those. They don't see those.
They showed the one where he went on a pick and roll and he mastered what was known as the delayed legendary flop. He literally went to a pick and roll, and he had a delayed flop. He went to the perimeter and was like, but the guy never moved. It's amazing. I have clips of that too. For the center position, I had to get the Godfather of Theatrics, Vlade Divac. So just out of respect for the OG, I got Vlade Divac. For my bench, point guard, I got Brunson. Shout out to Reggie Miller. We were talking about him earlier. He's definitely my backup two guard.
Reggie did flop a lot. He did flop a lot. Quiet as kept. Yeah.
I'm surprised you put Brunson there and not Trey. Trey kind of invented this shit. Like
Brunson's a winning flopper.
I said a competent.
I got you.
Floppers. I still need them to execute and win. I got Ginobili as my three. I got Anderson Varejao because God. Respect to him. That was his and then I got Bill Laimbeer. So that is my starting lineup. That is my bench. I feel I'll have teams calling pretty much their two-way contracts up by halftime.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. Rudy got to get off his own closing statement. So with that said, any of y'all, if you don't have more to his list, what's your fourth closing statement for the week?
Closing statement for the week is whoever you pray to, whatever you do, don't let San Antonio win this one this year. Okay? Do what you got to do. Let's come together as people, Let's do it for the culture. Let's just not let them get it this year.
The culture is crazy.
That's a wild statement.
I'm with you. Okay, Rose.
Don't let none distract you from gas gonna be $6 at the end of the summer. So don't forget.
Talk, Rose.
Don't forget it.
I want a clear boycott and a wall of defense that looks like nothing but Wemby's around every ounce of oxtail that's out there. And if you ever wanted to understand what an unseasoned rooster looks like, Google Chet Holmgren.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That was just mean.
Oh,
that was just mean.
Has he been through enough?
He's a jerk. Like...
Yeah, you fucked me up with that one. You got me fucked me up with that one right there, man. What is my closing statement, man? Death, taxes, and LA Rams about to win the Super Bowl. That's it.
Yes, sir. Like, comment, subscribe. You know where to find us. Check down below. We appreciate y'all. Go look up YouTube videos of how many times SGA and Chet got dunked on this past series. This is the Keep It Clean team, bro. We out.